Hey everybody, this is going to be an interesting night, interesting stream. First time ever for me streaming a Dungeons and Dragons session. And I'm playing, I'm not dungeon mastering, which is, for my past, has also been unusual for me, but I've only recently come back to the hobby. So, I think this will be pretty cool. You may or may not hear voices in the background right now. I think you won't, but you might. The group is getting ready to get started. And for those of you who are familiar with my Valheim streams and some other streaming that I've done, you'll be happy to know that a couple of my friends, Miss Timeless, who is a streamer in her own right, and an affiliate over on Twitch, will be playing the rogue in the group, and one of my other buddies is the Dungeon Master, who is my sidekick pretty much in all the Valheim streams. So it's ought to be good. I think we're getting ready to go. There's also a couple other friends of Miss Timeless's, Noon and Soup, and our Dungeon Master's son-in-law is playing a ranger. So I think I might as well start. Gonna turn it on, here we go. We'll be using Fantasy Grounds for this. I may or may not be able to show you everything on the screen because I stretch it over 2 monitors, but I'll do my best to show you the most important elements as the game goes.
Take it away.
All right. Well, I'm just waiting for Noon and Soup to join the actual connect to the game, and then I will get going.
Oh.
Wow, you guys are slacking.
I'm in the game. I just don't have grief. Okay, it's
okay.
my fault.
The gang's all here, as you can tell.
Just joined. What?
Okay.
What?
Awesome. Awesome.
For once, I won't have to do a lot of talking.
From
oh, yeah.
Ah.
I had it. My bad.
Pulling her away from me.
I know.
Oh, I am the wizard in the group,
last campaign,
by the way. And I also play the cleric, which was originally an NPC.
See if I can
she should be free.
So the juggling gets real sometimes.
Yep, there she is.
All right.
Not always the best with this interface, but I'm learning.
Up as well. Here we go. Very nice. Should be getting
good stuff.
Some of that sound soon, hopefully.
And
okay.
Andrew's our DM. He gives us these links.
All right, see if you can hear
Get
the
some additional
Just
sound
do a sound
effects.
check here in a second.
Yeah,
Getting that
sure.
going.
Yeah. Great. Oh,
I'm hearing something that sounds like television or something.
Yep, my bad.
That's Sue.
Missing.
Oh,
yeah,
Come on,
fine.
Sue.
I've got the Sirenscape up, but I don't hear anything. Does anybody else hear anything?
Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I see
Okay.
bars moving, but I
Make
don't
sure I'm-
hear.
Yes.
Crap.
Well, I might as well
I
tell
also-
you all I am also streaming. Surprise.
Nice. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're on
Yeah,
Dr. Sax's stream. Let's go.
yeah, live to YouTube and Twitch.
Yay.
We're just working the kinks out here.
Oh, well, thank you for the follow, Nude.
Of course.
All right, so yeah, I will resend the link back
Ooh.
out.
I hear it now, actually. I hear it. I think I do anyway.
Yeah.
Unless it's the RPG bot in our Discord, but I'm pretty sure it's the Sirenscape.
There
Yeah,
it goes.
there it is.
Now I hear it.
Woohoo.
Cool.
Creepy crickets
Very good.
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So so we're all here. Yes, we're all here. So I will go ahead and both verbalize, but also put in chat. Guess I can put. I'll have to make this a chat box. Might take me a second.
Now we have not rested, right? We're still in the same position we were.
Yeah. So so let's recap, right? So big picture to small picture. So big picture, you guys are chasing down a long kind of mystery here, but you're on the behest of the Harpers. You're chasing down a series of events that they've asked you to chase down. One thing has led to another, and you have found yourself of recent, within the past 24 hours, within this forested land, apparently called Barovia. You guys have come through a portal, which has since disappeared behind you. You have found yourself in this wooded kind of area that's enshrouded by some kind of fog and mists, and there is fog in the land as well. Upon coming here, you came upon a house that you went in, good intentions. You went to clear, to help save a baby, and it turned out that the house was possessed. You did clear the house out for the most part, buried
Hello,
the
Kevin.
2 dead children whose
Thanks for the
ghosts
follow,
implored you to
Noon
go
Soup.
into the house to begin with, and you guys escaped the house when you failed to sacrifice something to the cult underneath. So pretty nasty hello to Barovia, but you guys have left that area, and you journeyed on pretty tired. And you have stumbled upon the village of Barovia, the actual proper village, with its forlorn cobblestone streets and only a few people milling about. As luck had it, you did run into a kindly old lady who named herself Granny, who was
give
a
you that,
vendor of
Sue,
baked goods.
if it makes you feel better.
She wished you well and gave you one of her dream pies as a gift. Before pushing her cart along, she also pointed you to the inn as she left. You now find yourself outside of that inn. It's called the Blood of the Vine Inn. And with the approach of nightfall and being tired, I suppose
Blood on the
you
vine.
guys want to push inside. So that's where we stand. let me share the map with you that we last left it. I'll push this out. Of course, your icons, your tokens are not to scale, so, you know, I guess you guys can figure that one out. But generally speaking, here you are, and the large brown building to the northeast of you is the inn, and you're at the doorway. So what would you like to do?
Ooh. Did you already say what time it was during the day? I may have missed that part.
No, it's a good question. It's always hard to tell here because the sun is so massively obscured by fog, but it does seem to be approaching nightfall. You probably are guessing it's 4 to 5 p.m. if you could use that moniker of time, and that's what time it would be.
Are we standing next to the inn, or is the inn that big building to the southeast of us?
You are. So you are, in fact, standing next to the end. It is here. This is the end.
Ah, okay, cool.
Okay. Okay.
But we desperately need to get some rest, right? So that should be our first
Yeah.
priority.
We should try and long rest, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, get all your
good
guys'
idea.
spells back.
Yeah.
Try and heal up whatever
Hello,
health
everyone.
points
Sorry
we
I'm
don't
quiet.
have. Oh, all good, all good.
Been munching down on some Japanese food, so.
Ooh, yummy.
Yep.
Nice.
So, no, I'm definitely good with a long rest, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you got Japanese food on Beatrix's brain. She wants food now, so thanks for that.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, Beatrix votes for us to go to the inn. Go to the inn.
All right.
Yeah,
The
I want
old
that,
inn.
guys.
Japanese
I
food would be a
forgot
whole
to
nother
fix the
campaign.
top hat.
Yeah, that's right. That's
I
right. We
forgot
got to fix the
about
top
that.
hat.
I forgot about
I
that.
need my top hat, y'all.
I'll work on that between events here. Try to get that picture codified for you.
Oh yeah.
All right. So you guys push open the door. There's a single shaft of light coming through the door. You push open the door, and sure enough, you hear a dog bark. So in fact, you don't.
Sorry. My dog's angry.
The tavern
worries.
dog.
Yeah, the tavern dog.
There could be a dog. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, okay, so you come in, and as you open the door, you see, well, a tavern is about 60 foot, and this is kind of 60-foot square. As we read before, the blood on the vine was the sign. Pushing open the door reveals a blazing fire hearth within. Though it seems to give scant warmth to the few huddled souls within, because as you look in, you see your tired eyes taking a barkeep who appears to be cleaning glasses, 3 women in a colorful garb sitting around a table in conversation, and a young man who apparently is sitting by himself at a corner table sipping what may be wine or a drink. As you walk in, they all stop and stare at you.
Lovely.
Yeah, so this is kind of how it looks-ish. So this would be a
So much for not drawing
kind of
attention.
typical look here.
Ooh, I don't see it yet.
And
It's not populating yet for me.
Well, the AI has got to draw it
okay,
first.
I might have
Oh,
to
there it
stop
goes.
sharing my old one. So let me stop
Oh,
sharing
there
that
it
one.
goes.
No, it
Perfect.
came through.
Yeah.
It came through. Yay.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, yes, yes. That looks
Okay,
great.
so that's kind of
Wow,
what we're in.
cozy.
Yeah, needful, right? So, so what you guys like to do? Again, there's like a bar to the back, guys. To the back right, guys cleaning some glasses here. There's a guy sitting at a table and 3 ladies sitting around, colorful garb.
Is there a corner with a table where we could have a backs to the wall or close enough to it? I don't want to be in the middle of the room or anything.
Yeah, I think you could find a table away from the others for sure.
That's definitely where I start to head.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Do you
this.
guys?
Good to eat.
Okay. So let's imagine that you guys get a table, something like here, right? You just grab this table away from the crowd.
Yeah, that looks
So,
cozy.
yeah. All right, so you sit down.
Well, I'm over
And
here looking
oddly,
this way.
barkeep doesn't bat an eye. He continues to simply wipe his
Mhm.
glasses.
Hmm.
He seems a really pudgy little guy. He's tending bar, but he's just cleaning the glasses. And all he's doing. Meanwhile, though, as you guys get situated, the young man does stand up. He grabs his bottle and he walks over to you. And he says, "Well, if my eyes don't deceive me, strangers in Barovia, I can't hardly believe it. Do you mind if I sit down? Please enjoy the wine with me."
Does he have a
He asks if he
bottle?
can join you.
Oh.
He does. He has a bottle in his hand.
Ooh. Okay.
If you're sharing the bottle, absolutely sit down.
Yeah.
So he puts fairly large, greater than our normal, whatever, 140 mil, whatever it is, wine bottle size, probably twice that size, down on the table. He walks over, grabs 6 glasses, brings it back, puts it on the table. He sits down. He says, "Welcome to Barovia. My name is Ismark. I am I've been in this town all my life. What brings you here?"
Oh, just exploring
I'll let
a random
somebody else
portal
go
that
with
we
it.
found, and here we are. Didn't know it would lead us here, but it did.
Wow. Well, you don't hear that every day. And in fact, in Barovia, we don't see many strangers every day, but I am personally very glad to see you. For truth be told, friends, I do, he lowers his voice, I do have a favor to ask, but then I'll get to
I
that.
knew it.
Let me pour
The
you
wine
drinks.
is
You must
never
be
free.
tired. This is the Blood of Divine Inn. That's run by those 3 ladies over here. Their names are Slovia, Mirabelle, and Arinka, and they are 3 sisters that own this establishment. I am sure I could talk to them and get you accustomed to here to some lodgings. But truth be told, I'm hoping I can offer you something better than that, if you will hear me out. And he pours your glasses, and he kind of looks for you to give him permission to continue.
Well, I will say
Wow.
this: if you can get us some food, I'm sure that each and every one of us will happily listen to your favor.
Yeah, I agree. Sounds good.
And I grab one of those goblets of wine.
Yeah, give me some
Okay.
food and maybe a sewing kit.
Oh, are you going to decorate that top hat? I was going to say, I bet.
Yeah, decorating it.
Okay. He gets up and he walks over to the 3 sisters that are sitting there, who look at him and they look at you all. He throws a coin in between of them, and one of them gets up and shovels to the back.
Ooh.
And meanwhile, he walks over, and one of the ladies walks over as well. And Ismark sits back down, and the lady says, "Good evening. My name is Mirabelle. I am one of the proud owners of this establishment here. Ismark tells me you're new to the region, and we're getting you some food. Might I suggest, if your fortunes allow and your time allows, that you visit a cousin of mine. Uh, she might be of benefit to you. I don't know what you're doing here, but it's not common. She may aid whatever it is you're looking for in this region. Her name is Ava, and Ismark can tell you where to find her should you want. Good night."
Wow.
She turns around and walks away.
Everybody's
I
busy
think
here.
Yeah, Beatrix looks over to the group and is like, wow, already we show up and we got people needing favors very quickly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
Crazy.
Ismark says, "Okay, the food is coming." And let me more properly introduce myself. My name is Ismark Kalyana. I am, unfortunately, I am now the Burgermeister this fair town of Barovia.
Very nice to meet you.
I wish I could say the same under different circumstances. Of course, it's always good to meet friends. If I dare say, I could call you that.
You seem a little young to be a
but
Burgermeister, no offense, but something
Yeah,
happened to
well,
the other Burgermeister? Is that what you're getting at?
My father,
Oh.
yes, and he lowers his voice very low, and he says, "My father died of a heart attack just only 2 nights ago."
Oh my
wow.
goodness. I'm so sorry.
And
That's
condolences.
This is part of the favor. This is part of the favor I am talking about. I can't really say more here because you wouldn't know it by looking at this establishment, but there are spies. There are spies everywhere, and I just need to. We just need to talk in private. So let's. He lifts his voice. We will discuss these things later after your food comes and you've had some drink. And
Okay.
and so then he stands up and he walks back to the barkeep. While he's gone, you guys also remember that if you're really hungry, you do have that pie, the baked good that the old lady gave you as well.
Ooh.
Which we have not checked yet for
We haven't,
nefarious
actually.
meats or whatever is in this
Yeah,
thing.
If somebody else wants to check that pie, they're more than welcome to.
Yeah. Wow. Azra's like, man, nah, I'm not gonna get food poisoning.
Let Grief taste. Grief can taste it. She's already got horns.
Let me taste it.
You're the one with
No.
horns. I'm
Yeah,
just
they
saying.
do. Yep.
Well,
Oh my God.
You should
You
taste
guys
them.
want me
It-
dead.
What?
I have a skill
does-
for
Should
this,
you
guys.
know?
I have a skill.
It does smell very good.
If one of you don't try it, I will. Because
Wait, no, I
I'm
can
pretty
I mean, I'll
purify
take
it
a
with
whole
drink.
bite.
I'll
Do
purify
not
it for
purify.
y'all.
Oh, good. Oh, purify. Ooh, yes, please do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
let me use it, SOS.
it's okay. I can adjudicate that one. So so you take out this dream pie, which is probably the size of a large pastry that you might find in Panera or something to get out of game mode. And it looks quite good. It smells good. So someone actually tries this. So someone breaks a
Yeah, I
piece
take a
off
bite.
and
I
eats
I mean,
it.
I'll take a bite. Yep.
No, I don't even
Okay,
break a piece up. I take a bite.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay. So Grief.
My wizard is
so
not
Grief
touching
tries, Grief tries to taste
not
the
touching
dream
it.
pie as you did at Bethel. You did as well.
Yes.
No, I'm not sharing.
Okay,
Get
alright.
away.
No, I'm taking a
So-
whole bite. Nope.
Heck, I will fight
Okay.
you over this food.
I think
Oh,
Soup is
I'm
trying to
fine. Yeah,
kill the
well.
paladin so he can get a new
Okay.
character. That's what I
Yeah,
think.
Whoa.
Whoa!
All right.
I'm just putting that out there.
Okay, so you two try a bite of pie. You do find it tastes pretty good. There's certainly an odd flavor to it, but you can't place that for sure.
Oh, God.
It's probably out.
And you feel after eating this, Bismarck comes back to the table with some glasses of water, or what appears to be a clear liquid. You assume it's water. And he looks at the dream pie and frowns. He doesn't say anything. He simply frowns.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh, no.
A troubled look comes on his
God.
face, and then he shakes it off, and he says, "Friends, I assume that strangers love the wine as much as the Vistani and Barovians do here. So forgive me if that's not the case. Here's some water from the spring nearby."
Oh,
And
thank
he has
you.
a decanter of water, and he pours some water for you. But Grief and Bathul, the pie starts to warm your body just a little bit, and you feel just slightly drowsy, not terribly, but you feel pretty good actually.
Oh, okay.
So
Phew.
you feel pretty
I take
relaxed
another
and pretty
bite.
good, and okay, you take another bite.
Just so you know, arsenic has this effect, by the way, guys. So I'm
Oh,
just
God.
saying. I'm just putting it out there.
All right. So
Yeah.
okay, very good. So you guys are chowing on the pie a little bit. Great. Okay, so the two remaining sisters get something catches their attention, they walk back
These,
to the back of
these
the
kids are too
restaurant.
young to have seen
The
arsenic and
three
old
of
lace, I
them
think.
come back with the food. They lay it on the table, and they leave without a word. But it looks like various local cuisine kind of things. There's no meat, mostly vegetables and breads and cheeses, things like this. It smells pretty good, looks pretty harmless, of course, standard fare. But you guys are famished, so you don't really care. Ismark says, sorry, there's not much meat, around. It's pretty scarce, unless you go in the woods deeply, which we haven't of late, to hunt. And but they make some good vegetables and some stews and some breads and cheeses. So please help yourself. And then so as you guys are kind of digging into that, he lowers his voice again and says, yes, my father, he died two days ago, and I need your help. And I have a sister back at the house, and now it's just the two of us, and she needs your help as well. And if you guys remember, roll me a I don't know. No, you don't have to roll it. I mean, one of you remembers, in fact, and puts two and two together that remember the letter you found. What was the letter that you found in the guy's hands in the woods?
Oh, wasn't it like the deed? Oh wait, hang on. Yeah. Who's carrying that? I probably.
Oh.
Is that in my bag? Yes, it is. It's in my bag. It's in my front
Yes, it
pocket
is.
in the bag. Okay, so I take out the letter from my bag and I
A
open the
ranger
envelope
adds
and I
new
unfold
baby
it so
and
that everybody
a
the table
toddler.
can
So
read,
if you're
and I set
wondering
it on the
about
table
those
so it
noises,
can
that's I think
look
it's
over
Mike's
here.
over.
Right. So let me see if I can grab that letter, and I will repost it here.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, not that letter. And not that letter. Okay, it's a different moniker. So we'll just say we'll just recap it to say you open the letter, and Ismark, it gets his attention, and you kind of read it aloud and say, well, now I understand a bit. It says we are dear stranger, if you come to this land, it's accursed. Please turn back. Evil has fallen upon my house, as the vampire has come to my house twice and has bitten my daughter, and I'm afraid that I'm going to lose her forever if something isn't done. But the vampire is too powerful to fight. You just please remember us when we're all finally gone. And it's signed the Burgermeister of Barovia. The first name escapes me, Kalyana. It must have been this guy's dad, obviously, because the letter was, at least a week old or something. So, do you guys show that to Ismark?
I think yes. I think Beatrix would want to show it to him, but I don't know how the group feels.
Oh
Yeah.
Might as
Yeah,
well.
should
Give us
show it.
pie.
Might as
May or
well.
may not be poisoned, but take
Yeah.
it.
Woo!
Right.
Good point. All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you show it. Yeah. You show it to Ismark. He takes the letter, and he, clearly it's choking him up and affecting him emotionally, but he nods and he says, "This is my father's handwriting," and I suspected he would do something like this. But yes, the foul events in this letter are true. My sister has been bitten by the foul Strahd twice now, and we don't know why. What his interest, and his voice is very low, by the way, looking around.
Yeah.
And he said, "No more discussion here. I can't discuss this anymore here. Please come to my house where my sister is, and we can more deeply explain."
Okay.
Uh,
Sure.
and he won't say any more. He's lost in his thoughts.
Okay. We'll finish up our wine and a little bit of food and follow him straight over, right, guys?
Yeah, sounds
I'm
good.
assuming. We should
Yeah,
probably
it's
eat a
fine.
little something.
I mean,
I mean, you guys
if
had
me and
pie,
Grief
but
are still alive, then yeah.
yes.
I'm gonna be still alive. Don't know about you.
You know, I'm a
I'll
half
heal
I'm half
myself.
Nord,
Okay.
right?
Okay, I'll heal myself. You have fun.
I
This
think the orc
is
constitution might help you out a little bit, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm half orc. I think
My
I'm
dog
fine.
is trying to be a canon character, bro. He is barking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tavern dog.
Yes.
Tavern
Oh, it's
dog.
good.
Beatrix
Okay.
orders a little bit of something to eat and drink some wine, and she's
Yeah.
pretty much good to go as soon as we're done.
Can I get some more
Okay.
pie?
Gotta go
I-
find Granny.
You hadn't found Granny. She seems to have disappeared. But you're
Where
you
you
definitely
at,
done
Grandma?
some business on the pie. Yeah. So no, that's good. So okay, so you guys finish up your plates, right? You finish up your drink. Ismark grabs the bottle of wine, nods to the ladies, and he says, "Follow me." And he heads out the door.
Okay.
Assuming you guys follow, he brings you through the cobblestone streets at night. He seems a bit furtive. He seems a bit in a hurry, looking over his shoulder, make sure you're in tow, but also looking around. And it's not long before you are in front of the Burgermeister mansion, and I will show you what that vaguely looks like. Okay, so you come across this this fairly large house, and let me get there. Okay. So you know the description might be weird-looking mansion squats behind a rusty iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lays aside actually, while the left gate swings lazily. In the wind, the clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke at the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane or a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen. And it's through this that Ismark leads you up to the front door and bangs on it 3 times loudly. You hear some footsteps and a young female voice inside say, "Is that you, Ismark?" Says, "Yes, Irene, it's me. Let me in." And so you hear some bolts unbolting, and the door opens, and Ismark quickly ushers you into the inside of the house.
Not a
whereas
spooky place or
Irina,
anything.
shuts the door quickly and bars it back behind you. All right, so this is just a share here. Let me show you who Irina is. All right, so this is Ismark says, you know, strangers, friends, this is my sister Irina, and it's of her I'm asking you the favor. And please come sit down and let us tell you what we need. And they usher you into a into kind of a rundown living area, but there are couches and chairs there. You drop your gear, make yourself at home. In the chairs, all of you are very tired anyhow. And you can tell that the interior of the mansion is well furnished, but there is wear. You can't help but notice the boarded up windows, and the present holy symbols are in every room. And you look over and you see that there's actually a coffin open 15 feet to your right, and what appears to be the former burgomaster is lying in the coffin, surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay.
Oh, okay.
That is
Oh,
what
man.
that's the scene as Ismark is able to share with you a bit more freely to say, friends, as I was saying here, the land of Barovia is accursed. I don't know how you
Oh.
came into this land, but I think maybe fate had brought you here or not. But please know, if you don't already, that this land is a curse. It is overseen by the vampire Strahd, a Dark Lord vampire who is ruler of everything. And this town is under the guise of his castle Ravenloft. It's not far from here, and Barovia has been under his rule for ages. In fact, the entire land has been under his rule for ages. But of course, Strahd, he's a Dark Overlord vampire, but he wasn't always so. You see, um, I don't know if you know the legend of this, but he once was a normal person, uh, our Lord of the Valley. He fought for the villagers. He
Well,
fought
all
for our
vampires start
area.
out
He
human.
fought
So.
wars on our behalf, but we don't know what evil befell him other than he was made into a vampire, and to this day he rules it. And legend has it he reached so high for power that the entire valley and land of Barovia was sunk into a different plane of existence, if whatever that means that people say. To us, it means we're surrounded by mist and we cannot leave. And we are stuck here in this land, seemingly forever, to grow and die generation after generation. There's not much hope in the lands, but we're here. But for some reason, this vampire is taking an extreme liking to my sister Arena. At that, Arena flashes her eyes angrily, but
Well, we
looks
can
down at
see
the floor.
why.
He says he charmed his way in to our house twice, and
Oh.
he has yeah. So he's trying to do something here with my sister, to
So.
make her one of his consorts or something.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, understandable. Irene is very pretty. However, does anything happen when he does bite somebody? Like, does he turn them into vampires when he bites people? Or I don't understand how his powers work necessarily.
So we know of prior what the stories say. When he decides he wants a consort or another undead helper, he will bite his victim 3 times, and
Oh
it's the third
God.
time do they become undead. And every night he has sent his his servants to attack this house to try to get in. Only by the presence of the holy symbols have we been protected.
My goodness.
Wolves and
Okay.
who knows what have been scratching at the door, and it became such a stress to our poor father that he passed away of a heart attack 2 nights ago. But oddly, since he passed away, they have not attacked the house since. So
I'm having a hard time getting a word in here.
my plea to you is, please take my sister. Take her far away from here. Take her to the village of Valaki, or the walled town of Kresk, at the abbey there. But just take her away from here, that Strahd can't find her. Will you do this? And then, as he's asking this, Arena speaks up and says, Ismark, you know I will not go until I see father in the ground. I will not go until I see our father buried properly. But Irina, we can't, no one wants to help us bury him. She says, I don't care. I will not go until he's buried. Ismark shakes his head and looks at you and says, please, friend, stay here tonight. And if you would, help me take our father to the church here in Barovia, to bury him. No one has, it may be dangerous. I don't know. But it's the right thing to do, is to bury the dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With that, he stops talking and he looks at you.
I mean, I definitely don't want you to not be able to have your father buried in the correct way, so I will assist with that. But as far as taking your sister, I mean, it is dangerous out there, and I don't even know how far away this city is that you want us to bring her. Like this is asking a lot. I'm not gonna lie. We've barely made through the last couple days since we came through that portal. Just the
And
group
we're
of
not
us.
and we're
So
not even rested yet. We're in no position to leave anytime soon. We have to at least get 24
Yeah.
hours rest before we're prepared to deal with any vampire, let alone Strahd.
yeah,
no,
exactly.
is Mark, raises his hand to say, friends, please, by all means, you stay here as long as you want.
Okay.
I just need to get my sister in a safe place.
Okay.
Strahd, he uses the animals as spies, and some of the Vistani, the women back at the inn, they're Vistani, and they very well may be his spies. And Irina says to Ismark, these strangers probably don't even know what Vistani are. He says, oh right, of course. He says the Vistani, they're the people
True.
here that were originally in the land, and they're characterized. They've got deep black hair and cinnamon skin, as you may have noted. The three sisters back there. But as legend has it, when Strahd was leading his armies, he was actually defeated and cast down and left to die. And the Vistani came for no other reason than just to care for him, nursed him back to health, and saved his life. And from then on, Strahd vowed that no harm would come to the Vistani as long as he was in charge. And that
So
was
they're
before he
basically
became the Dark
gypsies of
Lord, Dark
Barovia,
Lord,
is what I
your
believe these
vampire.
folks are.
And since that time, the Vistani have lived fairly peaceably in the valley, where the rest of us have been a little bit more persecuted, shall we say? But that doesn't mean all Vistani, of course, serve Strahd. It's hard to tell who does and who doesn't. They're free-loving people, kind to a fault, fiercely loyal, very passionate, but um, you can never tell. So we have to be discreet, of course.
Sure, that makes
Right.
sense.
He says,
Okay.
but he says, look, we'll talk more in the morning. Clearly, you're tired. You've seen battle already.
I can't get a word in.
That. Let me show you to your rooms. I hope you can get a good night's sleep if we are not attacked again tonight. I don't know why they stopped, but I'm glad for it.
Well, hold. First off, you're on the negative material plane, son. Okay, so this is what you need to know. It isn't without hope. If we can find a way to a gate, we could get all of you out of here. Eventually, to a much better place where there would be more of us, more of our people that could protect all of your people. It seems to me that this is some kind of curse that's happening here. I'm trying to figure out how all these humans are trapped here. So it isn't like you're originally natives to this world. There is a way home, so to speak. If we only knew where you came from, in fact, we might eventually be able to get you and your kin to where you probably originally are from, and you probably don't even have memory of it. So this is what I want you to know. This is like what you were living in is some kind of conjuration. This whole thing is almost a grand illusion. And this vampire, I need to know a couple things. Are there more vampires? I'm assuming he has, when you say his minions attack, he has other vampires under his sway already, I assume. Yes or no?
There's no question that he has vampires spawn. About how many, I don't know. We try to duck our head and mind our business. Whatever he has in his castle, we don't see much of anything. But
And you
there's no doubt, fellow.
You refer to him with a title, which I imagine means that he has some powers beyond an ordinary vampire. And I'm concerned because I'm the wizard of this group. I need to know, do you know if this Strahd is capable of casting spells?
What magic, where the boundary of magic and undead evil power begin and end, that's beyond me to tell, stranger, but let me be very transparent with you to say he is very powerful, and none who have crossed him have succeeded.
Okay, well, a vampire will bring his worldly abilities into the undead realm with him. If anyone has records of his former life as a human being and can provide them to us, that would help us come up with a strategy, because if he is a caster, that's going to make him a very dangerous vampire.
The three
Good on, wizard.
sisters did speak truth in that you should see Madame Eva. Madame Eva is not a normal Vistani. They say that she is even of the bloodline of Strahd before he was turned.
Ah,
But she does have very incredible prophesying power and can see into the future. And if she will see you, then maybe she can help give you direction on what you can do. And it just so happens to be on the way to the other town of Valaki. Irina, Irina,
Fortuitous.
if you escort her there, Irina can show you how to get to Madame Eva in the Vistani camp.
All right.
that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. How many rooms do you have in this big old creepy, scary house of yours?
Quite a few, I'm sure.
Well, at one time it wasn't so creepy or scary, but I'm afraid we've fallen on a bit harder times. So, being the Burgermeister and sometimes you have to entertain guests that come from the other towns and villages. So we have many rooms. To answer your question directly, we have 8 rooms
Oh wow.
in the mansion,
Okay.
and most of them have not been touched. And you should find them in direct order. They all have candles or hooded lamps. It should be warm enough in here this time of year, so please make yourself comfortable, and I will show you. And he grabs he basically grabs his own candle and brings you up the stairs. And sure enough, there is a hallway with several rooms in the upstairs hall, all of which seem to be some bedrooms.
I just need a room with a bed and a desk, and I'm good. And
well,
if you can find a bed big enough for a cleric, good luck.
Well, the cleric, we're happy to see a holy man with us. We'll certainly need his services before it's all over with. So he ushers you guys into your room, and it's not long before Grief and Bethel are actually just in their bed, deeply, deeply asleep.
Me reaching for a big pretzel.
The rest of you guys are. The rest of you guys are. You unwind how you will. Don't forget that you did receive some things that you probably didn't remember that you received. So let's recap some of those. So when you guys were at the death house, your inventory. If I look at your inventory, the things we haven't distributed. There's a flask of alchemist fire. There is a book, a chainmail shirt, a cloak that has not been identified, a gold ring, a bullseye lantern, a mess kit, 4 potions, 3 scrolls, none of which have been identified, a set of thieves' tools, and of course the will and the deeds to the prior house, and a deed to a windmill. And a yellow spell book, by the way. So
yeah, we're property owners, guys.
Let me go ahead and let me assign this. So the spell book, I take it, is going to Dinostar.
I thought the books were blank, or those were separate books.
Those were separate books. There is a yellow spell book that was found.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Thieves' tool, I think, would go to Beatrix.
What was it? What was
the Thieves' tools, I'm giving to Beatrix.
Heck yeah! Thank you very much.
There's a cloak. I don't know how to divvy the rest up, so you guys can figure it out. I'll just go down the list. Okay, so this is Bethul is taking this book. It's going to go to Grief.
I'm out
Chain
the cloak
shirt.
if
I don't
nobody
know.
else wants it.
Chain shirt. I don't
do.
know who. We'll just give that to Bethul again. Cloak. We'll go to
Yeah.
Azor then. Gold ring. We'll give to Glomfred. Has he got anything?
I'll
Bullseye
just trigger
lantern.
those
We'll give to
dice by a
Glomfred.
hotkey
Mess kit. We'll give to
in the program.
Grief.
So I've cleared
Potion
that
of
now, so
healing
that
we'll
won't
give
happen anymore when I mute
to.
my mic.
There's 4 of them, so we'll just give them to Beatrix just to hand out.
Sure.
Scroll. One will
Yeah.
go to Azor. One will go to Dinostar. And one will go to Glomfred here. Bill and Deeds, we'll just put it under Beatrix for now. Handle. Okay. That has been assigned. Okay, they should all hit your they should all hit your inventory.
So have a look here.
Okay. Very good. I think.
Yeah,
Well,
that's pretty cool. I have 2 other
Yeah,
scrolls
okay.
here that I haven't dealt with. Actually, there's another one
All right,
here.
so some of those may have to be identified later.
Okay.
In particular, there are a couple things that are of magical properties, but okay, in due
Cool.
time, right?
Well, this might be the
Okay.
new
All right,
one.
so you guys unwind, you get your sleep.
Mhm.
You may want to look at your spells on what you want to prepare for the next day, and
Yeah, so
I don't think you guys don't feel like you need to stand guard, right? Do you guys try to coordinate anything like that, or not worry about it?
I'm not really worried. I think actually I do mention, like, as I'm getting ready to like retire for the evening, I do mention to like Azor and to
yeah, this
Bathul,
is I
like,
just
hey,
was given this.
maybe we should, try
I
and
don't know
keep
why
our
it's
ears
black
open.
text.
So, let's definitely try and wake one another if we
Right.
hear anything kind of disturbing
Right.
outside, since there's been random like
Okay.
attacks. But that's all I say.
Okay.
Like, we don't put watches or up or anything.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I think one of you has an
Okay.
alarm spell though that you could put on the door or something.
Oh.
Don't you? I think isn't it you, Beatrix?
I don't have a spell, I don't believe. I have a
I could have sworn someone had a spell.
tripwire. I have a tripwire.
You
It's called
kinda-
my little dwarven
Yeah.
tripwire, yeah. I could set that up
Yeah.
downstairs potentially before I go to bed.
It wouldn't
Although I
be.
don't know where to set it up. I
Uh,
don't know if they would come through the front door or the back door or where I should expect
Well,
trouble.
I mean, if these vampires work as normal vampires, they at
Mhm.
least have to be invited in, right?
That's true. Good thinking.
Yes.
Hopefully. I don't know about
This is-
minions.
But legends have it, you have to be invited in. They can't.
Mm.
Vampires just can't come inside. They have to be invited in.
Yeah,
Then again, they have
Mm.
strange.
the wolves and
Yeah,
stuff.
they have.
Not
Well,
sure about those.
we're on the negative plane.
Right.
Keep in mind. So I'm not going to assume that any of what we are used to hearing will apply to the vampires in here. They're much more powerful here. So take it for what
Right.
Don't take anything for
All right.
granted. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, I'll think
Okay,
like
I
a,
am-
I'll think like a rogue, and I'll set a tripwire up downstairs. Then, actually, yeah. What I'll do, I'm assuming the bedrooms are
Great.
upstairs, or are they downstairs, Andrew?
They're upstairs. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna set a tripwire on the stairs, so if anybody tries to come upstairs, we'll be alerted.
Yeah. Just don't. If Grief is, sewing welcome on the top of her top hat, and take that out away from.
Yeah, exactly. Invites them in. Yeah. No. Just be careful if you're going downstairs for a drink of water or something in the middle of the night. Don't step on this tripwire.
Also, don't invite anyone in.
Right, yeah. Don't invite anybody in. Please don't do that.
If you wake up for a drink of water and you hear someone knocking on the door, just go back
Yeah.
to sleep.
Go back to sleep.
Or
You
wake
never
other
heard
people
it.
up.
You didn't hear that. Yeah, exactly.
No, I'd be like, oh yeah, come in.
Yeah.
But-
It's interesting that you say that because normally
Map of Barovia.
normally you guys kind
First
of
time we've seen
muster
this.
together early in the morning, but Bathul and Grief are not milling about.
Oh,
You find that you have to go and pound on the door to wake them up.
Spell. Okay, Beatrix is outside of Grief's door, and she's pounding on it with her fists, and she's like, "Grief, are you dead? What is going on?"
Me, me.
Banging on Bethuel's door.
Oh,
Okay,
and by the way,
assuming I'm getting
Bethel
all
and
my
Grief,
spell
you
slots
guys
back.
had the most wonderful, splendid dreams you've ever had in your life.
Oh, jeez.
Bro, I
I
dreamed
missed
about
out.
being an
I
apple.
missed
I
out.
was so happy.
Oh,
You had some
God.
lovely dreams.
Beatrix eventually just walks through the door, and she's like, "Grief, are you okay? What's going on?"
Oh, me.
I have to set
Cole
my
just
hand on
screamed.
your shoulder and shake you awake.
Bethel just
Get
had
up.
a dream she killed all the green orcs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I have
Yeah.
to- oh, I've got an alarm spell.
Yes.
It's like, oh, how nice.
It's a
Nice.
ritual.
Okay, so I'm sharing a map that you see in the Burgermeister's house of the greater land of Barovia. So this is the first map you've been able to see of the land you're in. And you can see the village of Barovia where you're currently located. And they, the sister, Ismark and Irina, have mentioned maybe Valaki, which is near Lake Zerovich. Okay. But just as a reminder, so this is the overall map of Barovia that you have seen in the Burgermeister's house.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Big place.
Very cool. Yeah, pretty big area. I'll have this whole area having been placed in the negative plane. Don't know what's up, but suppose you'll dig more into it as you spend more time. Okay, so the brother and sister are already awake and have gathered together some basic fruit juice of some sort and some fruits and maybe some cheese for you. And they say, as Mark says, we've agreed. Irina's going to stay here, and we are going to carry the men here, or Batul. If you could help us carry my father in his casket, coffin to the church. There's a good man there that will help us bury him proper, and then we will be done with this. So you guys just let me know when you're ready, and Ismark is available to answer any more questions that he might know, of course, and Irina. And Irina can't help but put in, and by the way, I'm not defenseless either. I know how to wield a sword, and I will not be anyone's baggage or a liability to anybody. She's got some fire behind her, obviously.
True that.
Okay. So, all right. So, you guys finish what breakfast you have, and Ismark says, "Let's be on the way. There's no time like the present." So he doesn't want to waste time, and he leads you through the village. Let me pull up the village again and just show you basically where you're headed. Currently, share this. Let me know if you guys can see this one as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Currently, you're at the southernmost brown house, and you're going to the northwest brown house up here. This is the church up top. Okay, so you're basically coming here, and you'll be taking right through here. Not a problem. So, so you guys grab a hold of the coffin. A bit of a, not so tasteful smell, but not too bad either. And off you go. It again is misty, not much sun, but clearly it's morning time. Again, there's not too many people in the street. There's no sign of Granny for more pies.
What?
But you do get the
Oh.
feeling like people are
Oh.
looking out the window at you. Yeah. Sorry. So
I
you
took
do get
some
the feeling like people are
fire-based
looking out the window
spells,
at you, but
thinking possibly
no
more
matter.
dangerous against
You guys
undead, but
do your silent business and
nothing
carry
here is really
this,
specialized.
this Burgermeister who had
For
died of a heart
vampires.
attack. Clearly, with this Mark here, who's a bit emotional about it, but you know, it's his dad, so go figure. And you guys get to the church. The church is, like everything else, is probably not in the best condition, but it's, you know, it's still, you know, well put together. The scripture might read, atop a slight rise against the roots of a pillar of stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and a flickering light shines through the holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. Okay, so Ismark says, yes, it's definitely seen better days. And if I can just show you guys, I think I got a picture of, can't where I put it. I will show you. No, I don't see it. So you can see the castle shrouded in the dark distance. Castle Ravenloft, where clearly Strahd resides, is on top of a large hill, a pretty large one towards the back of the town, but much further back, right? So it's a ways away. Asher's map, you can see where actually it is. Okay, but back to the present. The present is that you're at this church. There are 2 heavy wooden doors of the church, and they are also covered with claw marks and scarred by fire. Okay, so you guys are. I'm gonna go ahead and share with you the church map here. We'll unshare this. Anything's open. Okay. Right. No. So you guys are at the front door. Let me go ahead and put you guys here, basically.
Ooh, ooh. All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Group's
All right. So
dancing
basically,
around.
yeah. So basically, you guys are here at the church with Ismark. You clearly he opens the doors and it comes in. There's a couple of rooms adjacent to the side, and as you guys come in, you can see just things have seen better shape. You walk into this church and you see what looks to be a chapel at ahead.
Oh boy.
And it's in shambles. It's
Oh.
the chapels are overturned with broken pews, literally the dusty floor, dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks, and candelabras are mounted there. They're in every quarter. They're trying to clearly trying to rid the shadows here. At the far end of the church sits a clawed, scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in dirty vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up to the bell tower. And upon your entrance, he looks up and says, gets to his feet, says, Ismark. And when he talks, you hear a cry from somewhere beneath the floor, and you hear a young man's voice cry out, Father, I am starving.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And the priest just shakes his head with a tear in his eye, looks at Ismark knowingly, and says, what can I help you with, Ismark? And Ismark says,
We got a vampire in the basement, apparently.
Father Donovich, we need to bury my father. He's, you know, he died of a heart attack 2 nights ago. And Donovich says, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Let me go get the shovel, and we'll take care of this. And then you hear more crying from underneath. Father, I hear people. I'm starving. And Ismark just shakes his head and looks at you and says, the priest's son was bitten and made a vampire spawn. And the priest has locked him in the basement, and
Wonderful.
it's almost shattered him. It has broken the man, and he can't, you know, he doesn't know what to do. But it's pretty much broken him. So the priest comes back with a shovel and says, "Come on, let's go out back." So they do in fact go out back. Within an hour, you have the Burgermeister buried.
Oh man.
And they wipe the sweat from the brow. Basically, the father and Ismark did most of the digging here. You guys play some. He says some words over the coffin, and that's it. And he's buried him. The father, the Donovich, the priest Donovich, then looks at you and says, I don't know what brought you here, but I pray that you are part of the solution to get rid of this accursement on our land. My son, Doru, is locked underneath. You can hear him, and he is accursed. If I can, I've been praying for the gods to heal him, to reverse the curse, because I am unable to. I fear the only solution for him is going to be death, but I'm not prepared to go there yet. And I just continue to pray.
Well, you realize
then,
he's.
Ismark says some.
Let's just say you realize he's a threat, right? Unfortunately.
Yeah. No, he knows he's a vampire, and he's vampires. Right now, he's not strong enough to break out of the cellar, so he's stuck down there. But he has to endure the vampires' cries and torments.
That's so sad.
In the church, yeah.
Mm.
So.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a pleasant scene. Ismark and Donovich, they have a brief consult. Donovich shakes his head and said, "Yes, it's best. They must take her away. I would take her to the abbey, but if you think Valak is best, take her." And so, you know, he says,
I don't like having a vampire in the basement.
Let me say some words over you, and the priest sits there and he blesses you, not in the magical sense, but in a spiritual sense. He blesses you in your goings, and he confers with Glomfred, and he gives Glomfred some extra vials of holy water, and wishes you well.
Okay, holy water.
Thank you. Glad we got to be part of putting this poor soul to rest.
Yeah, and it's as you guys are walking out, you hear the screams of his son underneath, screaming to say, "Come down here! I'm starving. I need some food. I promise I won't hurt you."
Oh God.
And yeah. And so you guys quickly get out, of that, and make your way back to the Burgermeister's house, where you guys have a decision to make. Are you going to deliver Arena, or not? So I will stop sharing this.
Yeah. Beatrix gathers with the group, and she's just like, "So, what do you guys think? Do you think taking on an extra person who maybe can't defend themselves is like a great idea? I mean, I want to do them all a favor, but it's kind of risky."
Are they gonna pay us? Cause like,
I mean, you have a point.
I'm a bit
the young-
poor.
The young. What do you mean? Okay, for one, you haven't looked in this bag of holding in a while, and I can
Okay,
tell.
okay.
Well, we did
I'm
take a lot
literally-
of.
poor.
Well,
I'm
we're
not
pretty
the one
rich,
holding the
but
bag of holding. I'm poor.
No.
Yeah,
We
so
got
I
like a
think we
whole
kinda got
dragon.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, we
kinda
got like a
got a
dragon
lot
we
of
horse
kind of got a
worth
lot of
coin.
money. Yeah, I
I
remember
think we
that.
need more money, guys.
More?
More.
Damn, someone's
No,
being
greed.
greedy.
Yeah,
I think we
greed.
need more,
That's a no.
yeah.
That's a no. I'm not gonna ask for any payment from this poor
I
young
want
man.
shiny. It doesn't have to be money. It just has to be shiny.
Some sort of like a trade, maybe.
As
Mhm.
long as we can get back to the dragon's hoard that everybody's probably forgotten about, we don't have to worry about money.
I
That's true.
mean, yeah.
That is true.
Well,
What? Turn? Is it
turn.
your turn? Is it your
Entering
turn?
tavern?
Oh no. Oh,
No,
okay.
I,
Probably taking a
no,
long rest.
I just made sure you guys took a long
We were
rest. So
entering
sorry.
Oh,
tavern.
okay, I was gonna say, wait, what? It's my turn to talk, or
Like,
am I?
whoa, what's here?
Who am I
What's been listening
fighting?
to us? And everyone roll initiative. Oh,
What?
yeah, I.
Alright, so I'm fighting grief. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think.
fight
Yeah,
you.
so-
I'll fight you right now. Throw
Yeah.
hands. Let's spar.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess the question is, which way are we going? Are we going forward or are we going back to where?
Right.
Well,
Turn.
Well, if we-
don't forget,
Go ahead, Wizard.
it would behoove us, right, to actually take the girl into our protection, because if we don't, we're going to have another vampire on our hands.
I mean,
Ooh.
He's
that
going
is true.
to turn her. And so
That's true.
now I don't know if she'll be any safer with the wizard than she would be with a vampire, though I have to admit after seeing the red hair. But beyond that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, she's a prize of her own. I think we need to work out a way to get these people out of this plane eventually. All of them.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But this could
Or,
be,
like, uncurse it somehow.
yeah, this could be a long, well, there's no way to uncurse this place. This is the negative material.
Oh.
But the only way
Oh,
to
well.
save these people from this curse that they're under is to get them out of here. Now, some of them probably won't even want to leave because obviously they consider this their home. But young people like these siblings that we're dealing with, they would probably be happy
Yeah.
to get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I think you have your priorities straight, Wizard. I think that if we don't take the sister away from here, that she will get turned into another vampire. So our priority should be getting her away from that potential. And then we can kind of, once we get to this other city, we can figure things out from there. Like once we've like safely escorted her, we can kind of go from there.
Agreed. If we're worried about her defending herself, I know she said she's proficient with a long sword, but we could test those abilities. I don't mind sparring with her.
True.
Yeah, but we're dealing with vampires this time, so this is far and beyond any other undead we've fought so far. And Strahd himself, I almost guarantee you that he's got other abilities than just a standard vampire. So yeah, this is going to be way more dangerous than ghouls or even ghasts or
Listen,
ghosts.
My rakish audacity has leveled way up, okay? You remember last time I was prone on the floor and the wraith attacked me to take my lives and they failed, okay? So if nothing else, my dumb luck will get us through this.
Well, yeah. Your dumb luck and a sanctuary spell, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And a little bit of, healing spells from from our good comfort or grief. Either way, I think we can do it. I think we can at least get her safely to this other city successfully.
Well, all I know is that, given the fact that he was afraid to talk in the tavern because of spies,
Right.
I would say we probably don't have too much time because this vampire probably already knows we're here.
Dang, you are right.
So regardless of our decision, it would probably be the healthiest decision to at least get out of here quickly.
Yeah, okay. I second that. I second that motion.
But get out of here to where though, right? Like
Yeah, where we
where
going next?
we need to have some kind of a. I mean, we know where we came in, but we don't know if we can get back out that way. We haven't tested
Yep.
We better hope we can get out that way because we don't know of any other way to get home. Not yet.
Right.
Yeah, but even
Right.
that way, I mean, there's an army of orcs waiting for us.
I'd rather deal with an army of orcs any day than Strahd.
Than a vampire. A lord vampire, to say the least. Yeah. Well, where is this town that we're supposed to escort this gal to? How far is it? Maybe we should figure out those details.
Yep. So let me get on that for you. So I'm clearly, if you can see what I'm doing in the background, I'm kind of playing with the sounds. I'm struggling to hear my own Syrinscape sound
I can
at
hear
the
'em.
moment.
I can hear
Can
him.
you? Okay. So long as you guys
Yeah.
can hear them, that's fine. I'm not really.
I heard the sound effects, but I don't hear anything else at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, I stopped it all. Okay, cool. Yeah. So Ismark and Arena get back into the house and have a private discussion, and Ismark says, "Look, whatever's at my disposal, I will help you. I cannot leave. I am now the burgomaster of the town. I must stay here and run the town at the moment, for such as it is. But Arena will take her sword and her belongings. She will show you where to go. She will show you the path to go to Madame Eva at the Vestani camp, where you will at least receive knowledge. Will it be to your liking? Prophecies sometimes never are. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're not. She will lead you there, and then she can show you the path to Valaki. You ask Beatrix, I think your name was. You asked how long this would take. It shouldn't take more than a day to a day and a half to get to Valaki.
Okay. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not such a bad road, but there are some hills, and if you stay on the road, I don't think there should be much trouble. But nonetheless, she is going to disguise herself, put her hair up, and wear things out of character for her to make it seem that it's not her. Basically,
Okay.
going to disguise herself the best she can.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Which,
okay.
Yeah, with Beatrix, if you want to help, I think you have a background
Yeah.
on disguise, right?
I was about to
So,
say, I think I have a kit for that, so if she needs help, I can.
Okay. All right. Well, if you offer, I'm sure that they would. It can be a thing to do. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So it is. It's about midday, and by the way, Athul and Grief, please roll me a Constitution save.
Oh. Man,
Huh?
I knew this was gonna happen.
What?
Oh my god.
No.
Alrighty. Never trusting Grandma again.
Damn. Imagine.
Oh no.
All right. So, Grief. As you're packing your bags, you find yourself absently. You're eating another piece of pie.
Yo, let's go!
Absolutely.
What? Oh, yo, wait, can I reroll?
Absently, you didn't even realize you were doing it, but now you're eating another piece of pie.
Infinite pie,
but-
let's go!
Bethel, you didn't have that. You didn't have that urge to have another
Oh.
piece.
Oh, strange.
But Grief
But-
did.
Interesting.
Grief did, yeah.
I'm not sharing, back off.
Hey.
Oh, she's gonna get more territorial over the pie.
It's mine.
I've seen this addiction before.
Did we even determine what is in this pie? Like
I don't believe so.
mystery meat? Is that what's in this pie?
Some
Yeah.
funky ingredients.
Arena sees Grief eating the pie, and she says, "What are you doing? Those foul things, they've been the bane of many a family around town."
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Those
Beatrix looks
families will
over.
do.
What are you eating? Why are you still
I
eating
don't-
that?
I'm eating it.
I don't know what's in those foul things, but many a family have given way too much to get more. They seem to be very addictive,
Oh no.
Nom, 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 nom,
and
nom.
they
Not
She
the
just
They are
addictions.
Grace
not,
just continues stuffing her mouth with pie.
Oh no. Well, hopefully it'll go away soon, at least. Maybe.
Good. I'm starting to think there's hashish in these pies or something.
Oh
All right,
god.
so I would say there's probably one more bite left. It's not like a full pie. It's like a dream pie. Yeah, let's just say there's probably another couple of pieces left, and you're gonna be at the end of the pie here. So not like a
Okay.
huge 15-inch, pizza pie or something, right? But okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. So
Oh
so
boy.
that
Oh boy.
that
Oh
being
boy.
said, Grief partaking of her pie and being territorial and liking it. You guys pack up, and Arena says, yeah, well, let me show you the way. It's not too far. It'll take us most of the afternoon, but we can be in the Vistani camp by evening. In which case you can see Madame Eva at that point, if she'll see you. She's quite a character. Okay, so let me go ahead and share with you the once again the Barovia map, so you guys can get a sense of what we're doing here. So basically, you guys are here in Barovia, and there is a road that winds down here, and there is a crossroads here, and you will be going northwest versus southwest to get to the Vistani camp. Okay, so that is what's in store for you, and
Okay.
Good.
yeah. So without further
I'm sure it'll
ado,
be uneventful.
you guys look to be
Wink, wink.
heading out. As you do, you can't help but notice a couple of ravens on top of a building peering down at you.
Spy birds.
What?
And
Spy birds.
Irina doesn't look too concerned about them, however. But she is more concerned about, she seems a little bit more concerned about some rats that were milling about and ran away. Kind of
Okay.
along a side street. So she says, the sooner the better. Let's get out of here. And thank you, Beatrix, for helping me change my look. She definitely has gotten her red hair up and kind of some dirt on her face and wearing some guy clothes and things like that. So sword at her side, okay. So you
Question for
guys
the DM.
make your way. Yeah, go ahead.
Since we've had an 8-hour rest,
Ooh.
does that restore all of my ammo for my longbow?
Ooh.
Or would I need to
Did
go
you
in the
have
store and buy some?
do you have you didn't come across any kind of replenishing ammo, any kind of quiver, did you? Right? Okay, so there's a mercantile place in town. Arena says, sure, if you guys need some supplies, there's a mercantile place right in town. We can go on our way out, right?
Nice.
And
Let's go.
and she points you in that direction and says, I don't really, they'll see me through my disguise likely. Let me wait for you here. And you meet me back here. She
How
doesn't want to go in the store.
Right. Beatrix was like, I'll stay with you. I mean, I'm good. I think Azor can buy some arrows for me. I'll pay him back later.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, I can definitely do that.
Yeah.
You could put what? Oh, brilliant. You could
Oh.
do that.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So, how about right? So, how about you make her invisible, but I'll hang out outside and wait for you guys with her just in case.
I mean, if you want, I can just go in by myself unless anybody else
Yeah.
wants something. That way, at least the majority of the group is together.
Right.
Alright.
Okay.
I mean, if anything, I'll take some daggers and javelins.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe Bethel goes with Azor, and the rest of us stay here with our
Alright.
person we need to escort. Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
I
she might
think
need
I
that
did
spell
a
later.
bang up job on her look. You know, she doesn't look anything like she looked before. So you're welcome. Just like I slapped some, I slapped some mud on her, and gave her my extra clothes, so she looks nothing like she looked like. Anyways,
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, so what are the orders? Arrows for Beatrix. Anybody else? Yeah. Who needs anything? Grief, you
Uh,
need anything?
By the way, she needs more pie. By the way, Rena's new disguise looks something like this.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I need more
Yeah.
pie, guys. Guys, can you like pick me up some pie, please? Come on.
Yeah. All right. So she says, Arena says, make sure you take your wallet with you. They're not, they take advantage of strangers sometimes on their prices. And so you guys go into I think it's called the Bill Care Mercantile there, and let me bring up. I didn't think we were heading there, but let me bring that up as part of the chapter here. Here. Oh, I think I know. I know what the problem is, guys. I know I can't hear this. Sorry about that. I am not. Oh, okay. Sorry. All right, a lot of fuss about nothing. I just had the wrong setting for me. All right, so okay, the village of Barovia, Bildrath's Mercantile. Okay, so the sparse light spills from this building. Even though it's daytime, it's still very foggy. The sign hangs over the door, creaking on its hinges. It's Bildrath's Mercantile. Establishment is about 70 feet long by
I
40
was
feet
going to
wide.
cast aid, but we'll wait till there's
As you
actually
enter, there's a human,
closer
a
to
male,
combat.
commoner human, who claps his hand and says, "Hi, welcome. My name is Bildrath Cantamir. Please look around. Let me know if you need any help." And sure enough, all the standard kind of adventuring gear is available here. So, so if you need a dagger, it's here. If you need some arrows, it's here. If you need a spear or javelin, there's one here.
Ooh.
Okay, so I kind of make my way down the store and grab some, quite a bit of arrows for me and Beatrix.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So let's see. Let's take care of that. So the party sheet. Let's go to the party. Azor. Actions. Let's see. So you have, yeah, you're pretty low on arrows, right? So how many do you buy? How many arrows do you want?
let's
Another
see.
30?
Yeah, another 30.
Okay. All right. All right. You're reset with 30, and of course you had
Yeah,
5
unless
left, I
I
think.
can
So
carry more.
we'll call it 35 in that quiver. We'll say it's room for 40. And then Beatrix. How about Beatrix? What is she looking at?
Beatrix, how many you want?
She's got.
oh yeah, how many do I need is the question. You think
You
20's good,
short bow. You
roughly,
looks like
or
you have 18 left, and if we
yeah,
if
maybe
okay,
like
so,
I don't know. If I have 18, maybe like a total of 25 would be good. Maybe just in case.
all right, so
It's
we
not many.
put you down for 25. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. All right, so you guys are hooked up with that. What about Bethel? What do you need? You mentioned dagger or javelin or something.
Yeah, daggers and javelins. Can I
Okay, so
carry
let's
multiple javelins or can only carry one?
I'd say they probably are carrying two in here if you want to purchase
Alright.
both.
Yeah, I'll take two.
Okay, let's see. Sorry. Javelin, it's 0. Now it's 2. Okay, I'm putting 2 on there. Okay, anything else you need?
Daggers. No, that'll be it.
Is there any kind of food or anything in here?
Rations.
Like,
They have
any
some
kind of
dry
produce?
rations.
Okay.
No produce. I'm sorry, Bill Dress says I don't have. I just have some dry rations for being on the trail. You know, enough for maybe three days worth.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Well, I think I'm
He
good.
brings it up. Says, okay, two javelins
Uh-oh.
and
Music is
roughly
getting spooky all of a
the
sudden.
arrows. That'll be 100 gold.
Alrighty. Well, yep. I'll just pay him.
You better get back. The music is starting to get creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
So you pay him, and you recognize, of course, that the prices are ridiculously high. Then you also recognize that you're kind of in a stranded alley in a prime material plane, negative energy material plane. Supply and demand economics don't favor pricing here, basically. So,
Yeah.
not a problem. Okay, so let me sound. Okay. So okay, so you guys hurry on back to the
I guess we're lucky. Gold
to
is
the
gold and
mustering
silver is
spot
silver.
here. And guys are all suited and ready to go. It's probably dead noon time at this point, and you guys have probably about a 4-hour walk ahead of you, and out you go. So as you leave town through the southwest, the main trail, it's a well-worn trail. The fog is, of course, as heavy, and the viewability is probably let's just say 200 feet on either side of the path. Not so thick that you can't see it, but it's misty. Your vision drops through it. It's not long before you come across a stone bridge crossing the what Arena tells you. This is the Ivlis River. It flows, one of the two major rivers that flows through Barovia. It's this river then that comes into a pool that the Vistanis camp around. And later on, the river is fed by falls. It comes out of the mountains, and there is the Seer Falls. Is quite a sight. We'll be crossing that bridge tomorrow after staying at the Vistani camp, and that will be on our way to Valaki. Yeah. So you guys are just kind of
I can never get a word
walking.
in.
So you can ask Arena any questions if you want. She's amiable to talk. You guys can walk in silence. It's up to you.
Is this a stone bridge or a wooden bridge we're talking about?
This is a stone bridge that you're going over, yeah.
And how long is the bridge?
Let's say it's 15 feet.
We're not at this bridge yet, or are we? That's the you said it's later.
You're coming upon it. Yeah, I mean you can see you can see it in the distance a bit. You're coming upon it. Yeah.
All right, I assume we've got Arena in the center of the marching order at all times, right? We're not going to have her on the front or the back, obviously.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying it's logical. I would recommend that the Ranger and Beatrix, you guys, if we come upon any bridges, you should probably, scout the bridge first before we try to cross, obviously. Especially underneath. I mean, in this world, trolls could be real, right? So.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. No. Yeah. Anything is possible for sure. All right. Okay, you guys are making your way. She's in the middle. Go ahead and describe to me what your marching order is, by the way. Is it what historically has been in the past? I can share with you what that is.
Yeah, it's
The order is Bathul.
right there in the party
Looks like
sheet.
it's just right. No, it's Azor, followed by Beatrix, followed by Dinostar. We'll put her in the middle, followed by Grief, Bathul, and Glomfred.
Fine with one.
Okay. All right, very good. So you guys are you making your way? You're coming across a bend in the road between two pieces of forest. You do hear a distant wolf cry, which Brenda doesn't say anything, but just seems to quicken her pace just a hair. She mentions that Strahd has control over the wildlife. Certainly, at least the wolves in the area, and you
So
never can tell if this is going to be a spy or not.
Well, we'll just assume everything is spy at this point, right, guys?
I think that would be
I
wise.
would.
to
I
say.
mean, I would. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. So you guys,
all the animals.
you guys are following this. You guys are following this road, and you come into a fork in the road. After just say an hour, everything's fairly quiet. Don't have any encounters up to this point. You do come to a fork in the road, and there's an old wooden gallows actually that is at this fork, and it creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. From the west, you can see mountains in the distance, and your forest to your left and right, to the north and south of you. But in the west is mountains, and there's a cold wind that blows down from that mountain. Well-worn road splits here, and there's a signpost opposite the gallows that points off in 3 directions. The signpost reads in common tongue, Barovia village to the east, clearly where you just came from, to Seer Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves, shrouded in fog. Arena points to the northwest road and says, the Vistani camp is this way. You guys want to do anything with the wall, the graves, the gallows, anything, or just continue on?
I don't recommend messing with any graves.
Yeah, I don't know. How do y'all feel about this?
Just do what I normally would do. Just keep on walking past a bunch of graves. So.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that's probably the smartest move here.
Right. There's as you gaze at the graves, there appears to be 10, 11 or so of these. But oddly, they're all blank. The gravestones are blank. You don't know if they're just forgotten people or if there's an intention there. You do hear a creaking noise as you're making your way behind you, coming from the gallows. Where there was nothing before now hangs a lifeless gray body. And the breeze turns the hanging figure slowly so that it can fix its dead eyes upon you.
Perfect.
Just looking right at Beatrix.
Azor puts his hand on his longsword.
God.
Actually, Azor pulls his bow from off of his back.
Okay.
Lord in heaven. Okay.
And turns to Dinostar and asks him if he senses any magic, or if he knows what in the world could have done that.
Well, I see my own face in the body, apparently.
Oh boy.
So
Lovely.
there's something afoot here that's trying to intimidate me, at least. Did no one else see that?
No, they all see an unfamiliar Barovian hanging there. They do not see your face.
No, doesn't look like you.
Well, Strahd sending me a message, I have a feeling. That's
Oh,
fine.
God.
I took a couple extra fire spells just to deal with that, so
Is it saying anything?
no, it's just
The hang thing? No.
no, it just shows what I see. I see it with my own face, and the rest of you don't see it. So somebody wants your wizard dead, but that's no surprise.
Right.
Creaky noise. Okay. So, Irina says, let's press on. There's nothing here for us.
Agreed.
All right, so you guys are go down the trail into the woods. That is definitely happening there, and it's probably about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon as you're heading down into the woods. The trail, again, is a well-worn trail, and it levels out before too long with the between the woods and goes flat. Right, so you're just pacing along. You see or hear no other things that happen to come across.
Okay, thank God. For the most part, smooth
Great.
sailing.
That's
We
good.
avoided the gravesite, you know. That's a good sign.
As we've been walking,
Yeah.
Azor has continued to hold his bow in his hand. It has not left his hands.
Nice. Okay, very good. So you guys keep making your way. Just get here we go. Got it. Loading up some things here for you. Okay, so it falls. It's taking a little bit longer than you thought. And Irina says, "I'm sorry, my friends. This is taking longer than I thought. This is further away than I remembered." You break out of the forest, but night has fallen.
Oh, great.
And to your right is a large pool of water. It's quiet. In the distance, you seem like you can hear music, maybe. The sharper-eared ones of you can maybe hear some music, so you think maybe you're close to camp, but you're not there yet. So after about another half hour of walking, you, in fact, come across a camp. And this is kind of what it looks like right here. Let me get this out for you. Okay.
So another 2 miles, basically, because a human walks about 4 miles an hour. So
Too many things. Here we go. This is what you come across, basically. If you can imagine, a little bit later at night, since the moon has risen, but you come across this camp by the water. There are mountains juxtaposed behind it, and the trail continues to run off in the distance. But Irina tells you, here we are. This is the Vistani camp. This is one of their 2 main dwelling places along here, and Madame Eva is in the large tent. As you enter the camp, you can tell there's definitely a festive mood among them. You see brightly covered some wagons. You see tents. You see colorful women and men dressed. People sitting around the campfire. There's people playing music. Kids running around, dogs barking. It's just kind of a lively scene. One large gentleman in particular sees you and comes up and says, "Welcome, welcome. My name's Araja, and I'm a Vistani. Welcome to our camp. Please come. What brings you here, my friends? We so rarely get any visitors."
I'm amazed that these people are just welcoming us without even a sentry or a howdy do or anything. They're just like, apparently they're that safe. Thanks for the welcome.
Irina says, Irina whispers to you, they have nothing to fear. Strahd is afforded them his protection. No one dare harm a Vistani in Barovia.
And we're here seeking help.
So Raja ushers you to a fire, and some people move over, and there's people, playing their music and whatnot, and otherwise having a good old time. And people look at you and they smile, and they're happy to have visitors, clearly. And they make room for you and say, "Well met, well met. Please tell us what brings you here. What foreigners in our territory? Are none of you from Barovia?"
Just simple travelers. That's the answer to every question like that, right? It's like,
Pretty much. It's hard to explain what exactly we are. We're just a adventuring group of friends making our way through the woods.
I'm on a quest to find more pie.
What?
Yeah, basically, we just like to travel around and explore new places.
Well, you've come upon the right place here. We are we're glad to have you. Okay, I wanted to get the music going for me. So yeah, so they welcome you, and they say, we're Vistani, we're here, we're wanderers and travelers, and we have fun at night and we have fun in the day, and all we require from you for our hospitality is a story. And entertain us with a story, and we in turn will give you a story back. Yes, yes, story, they cry. Stories, stories. They're clapping their hands as people dance around and have a good time. So,
Oh boy.
you guys give these guys a story?
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Who here's a good storyteller?
Who's got the high charisma?
That's a good question.
Oh.
Wizard?
why is it always the wizard? What have you do this silly storytelling?
14 plus 2. I can try.
I pull out my Twix bar and start eating.
12 plus 1.
Oh, I
Damn.
have bad stories, y'all. Like
Has
once
some
upon a
sad
time.
charisma.
Yeah.
Ah, dang it.
Oh, Azor's not a good.
All right.
Let me try again, let me try
Wow.
again.
Just wow. This is something else, guys.
Okay.
Bathul's the one with the high one so far.
So
All right, so-
far.
Don't be bashful. Someone tell us a story.
Wait, please, I can tell a story. I can tell a story.
There we go.
Please.
Yeah,
I
tell
got
them.
a 2.
All right.
Tell them how you got blue skin,
got a
Bathul.
one?
Yeah.
I know. I know. They're shy. They're bring him some drink. Bring him some food.
Alright,
Listen
guys.
up.
Once
Alright.
upon a time.
Who wants to tell? I mean, who wants to tell a story? Because
Yeah.
I don't mind telling a story.
Bring the horn girl some pie, and she'll tell you stories all night long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
True, true.
All right. So, someone jumps into a story. I think Bathul says enough of this ridiculousness. Leave it to the orc to tell a story. So Bathul, you get up in your best warrior garb and your colorful outfit, and you say, okay. And you tell
Here's
whatever
all the
story you
stats.
want. You can.
Technically, I
you
have
can
the
tell
highest
us what you want
charisma.
to say.
Well,
have to
actually,
say it
Grief has
here,
highest
right?
charisma.
But you can just give us
Didn't
give
he-
us
is that
give Aruja
change?
the general gist of the story. What
Oh.
story are you telling him about your adventure?
Tell him about how we fought the Black Dragon. That's a
Oh
great
yeah,
story.
Black Dragon.
Black Dragon,
Dragon,
come
bring
over
it.
here. Friends, come over and listen to this story. You won't believe this. And now 12 Vistani come around, male and female, surround the fire with their wine and their whatever else they've got, and they tell it again, tell it again. They clap on the back and say, Master Orc, tell us again how you defeated the worm.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Go on, Bathul. Tell it the way you tell it.
We fought it.
Remember you.
I grabbed this hammer and I bonked it over the head.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened.
That's Yep.
That's pretty epic,
Nice.
honestly.
Okay, they clap and they hoot and they love the story and they say, "Oh, fair is fair." Naruja leans in and says, "Okay," and he says, "Avik, come over here and tell them a story." And so a younger Vistani comes over and says, basically tells you this. I'll throw it in the chat. It says, "A mighty wizard once, just like you, came into this land over a year ago. And I remember like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing, right there. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle in Mas. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other.
He is a
Battle flew from
spellcaster.
courtyards of Ravenloft to precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed personally down to the river to search for the wizard's body to see, if he had anything of value. But the river had already spirited him away."
See, that's the kind of story I wanted to hear because now it
Ooh.
verified my suspicions. Strahd is a wizard.
Dang it.
So he's not just an ordinary vampire by any stretch. So this is what I was worried about.
Why does Denisar always have to be right? This is getting very, very
No.
tiresome.
It's the bushy eyebrows.
And Raja
I
said,
knew it.
"Avik, why are you telling these depressing stories? Why don't you tell them about how the maiden outswam you to win the gold medallion last summer?" And they all start to laugh. And there is a man whispers in, a man comes and whispers in Raja's ear. Raja says, "Oh, friends, you didn't tell me you're here to see Madame Eva. She will see you now." And with that, they stand up and they break up their circle, and he ushers you into a large tent. But evidently, Madame Eva knew you were here to see her, even if you didn't announce it. And she told some of the Vistani there that she was ready for you. All right. So,
I don't think we had a
you're
choice.
ushered into the largest tent there. It's next to the river, well lit, and the Vistani in front of you pulls back the curtains, and you are you come into a very well furnished, comfortable.
This adventure seems to be
tent. And
picking on
there's
the
a lady
wizards.
there, and this is what she basically looks like. Okay, she is an older lady,
Grandma!
Vistani.
Grandma.
Yeah, not Granny, not Granny,
Oh.
not your Granny.
Oh.
No.
Just lost the pie.
She
Is that a pie in
and
that crystal
she
ball?
files in. She actually is looking in a very lit ball. There's a deck of cards inside the ball. She looks up at you with a smile. She says, "Welcome, Bathul. Welcome, Beatrix."
Oh.
She looks at you, Grief, and she shakes her head. What were you thinking? Welcome, Denisar.
Oh.
Welcome, Azor.
Oh, God.
Welcome,
Granny.
Glomfred.
She just called you out.
Yes. Please sit. My name is Eva, but you know that already, as I know yours.
Well, hello,
And she
Eva.
looked-
Very nice to meet you.
Well, we'll see if you remain. We'll see if you remain that pleasant at the end of our meeting, for I have things to
Oh.
share with you, Beatrix.
Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Good
Daughter
things?
of Ariel. She
Oh.
said, "Yeah, Beatrix, daughter of Ariel."
Oh.
And that
oh.
struck you hard because that was your father's name. You have no
Oh.
idea how she knew that.
Okay, so like I kind of like rock it back for a second, and I'm like, and then I go really
Yeah,
quiet.
sit down. Sit down.
I
I
sit
have many
down.
things
like,
to
oh.
share with you. I'm sure you have questions, and I have questions myself. particularly what has brought you into Barovia, because no person willingly comes here of their own accord. So what has brought you here?
Me personally, I was with my group, as you see, and we had just defeated a dragon, and we were seeking to escape the very orc-infested mountain. And a portal happened to open before us, and as it seemed the smartest way to escape our entrapment, we decided to venture forth and walk through the portal, and then it led us here. So we've been kind of bumbling back and forth ever since we got into these very frightening woods and this very odd land.
She says, tell me more of this portal. Describe it.
Well, it was round in nature, I believe, if I recall correctly. It didn't look ominous necessarily. I mean, obviously we felt compelled to walk through it like it was be safe. So we didn't feel like it was going to lead us straight necessarily to danger.
Well,
I don't
one of
recall.
one of
Was
us
it
knew.
glowing, guys? Like
One of us knew where we were heading. Yeah.
It was glowing,
Yeah.
I think.
it was glowing. Yeah, it was glowing a little. And it led us straight into this path in these woods, and it was very quiet, very quiet, as your world tends to be for some reason.
Let me ask you, she says, a portal often is two ways. Were there things coming out of the portal on the other side?
Not that we noticed, because when it appeared before us, it seemed rather fresh, like freshly made, so to speak.
Well,
Nothing
the
came through
undead,
it.
Well,
the undead that attacked us came
Wasn't-
through it.
Oh, the undead attack. Oh, that's right. That's right. They didn't just.
And
show
don't forget the
magically.
little goth girl.
Yes, she
is-
appeared to us, but that was more of like a vision than it was like necessarily through the portal, right?
Yeah, but she's on this plane and she's working with Strahd.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
I
So
get that.
you could bring that up. Do you know of a raven-haired young woman that's in the court of Strahd, the vampire, that he uses to, I don't know, go on errands for him?
Yes. Do you want me to bring that up?
No,
Okay.
I'm saying that to Eva. Like,
Okay. Perfect.
Well, Strahd is known to have many consorts. Daughters? I don't know. It's possible he has young females working for him. It wouldn't be the first time. Really not the last. But it's as I suspected, as I had feared, as we've heard rumors from various places that Strahd is looking to bring Barovia back into the prime plane. And I don't know how I feel about that. I almost hope he succeeds, as we are tired of being here. But it is home after all, and Strahd never has a good purpose in mind. But enough of that. Let me you've answered my question. Let me answer your question. I will do a reading for you. I will read for your group on your success or not. And then if you so desire, I'll read for each one of you. One card for each of you about what may lie in your future.
Oh.
Of course, the future is a tricky thing, and you never know. But let me go ahead and lay down what you can expect here, because you will need the help if the cards do show help indeed. So she opens up this crystal ball she's looking into, and she pulls out a deck of cards. And she says, okay, yeah, sorry, twice. She says, prepare. I will reveal 5 prophecies for you all. The first 3 will be instruments of help. Find these if you can. Then I will look to see if you can find an ally. If the card shows an ally, then seek them out. Last, I will show you the location of your enemy, Strahd. He may always be found here should you look. Of course, he will travel and go where he pleases, but the cards never lie. When you go looking for him, you will find him here. And with that, she lays out 5 cards face down in front of you. And she bows her head and bubbles some words. And let me see if I can, yeah, I'll go ahead and push this out. So she lays out a card in front of you, a table like this. And she says, cards 1, 2, and 3 are things that can help you. Card number 4 is someone who can help you. Card number 5 is someone who plans to stop you. And with that, she thinks and puts her hand on the top card, and she flips it over. And get to this screen, sorry. I'm switching screens. Okay. This is what she flips. She flips the torturer. And she nods and she says, the first thing that you will need to help you is in a town where all is not well. There you will find a house of corruption, and within a dark room full of still ghosts. Okay? That
Great.
is what she tells you.
Great.
I'll put all this in the chat so you guys can see it. And I will make sure this is codified in the notes. I'm sorry I cannot be more clear than this, but this is how prophecies work, you see. And she cackles with that. Okay. She says number 2. And this is what she pushes out to you. The Abjurer. She says, I see a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to the highest peak. And then she says, for your
That's a
third
gargoyle.
and last and most powerful thing to help you in your conquest here is this, the hooded one. And in here, she says, I see a faceless god. He awaits you at the end of a long and winding road, deep in the mountains. Pursue these 3 things and you will be aided. Now let's see if there is one that can help you. And she flips a card. And yes, in fact, there is a horseman. She says, Vistana, a lady Vistani, wanders this land alone, searching for her mentor. She does not stay in one place long. Seek her out at St. Markovia's Abbey near the mists. Okay? And then last, and she looks up you directly and she says, and here is where you will find Lord Count von Strahd. She pushes this out to you. She says, he lurks in the one place to which he must return, a place of death. And she folds her hands, gathers up the cards.
Card makes it look just like a cemetery, so that's probably what it's talking
follow
about.
these clues. And with that, she smiles,
We're all to the
pours
vampires.
herself a cup of tea, and says, now, does anyone want their fortune read?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, have fun, Azor. Gonna sit out here and contemplate my life.
Azor.
I'll be right back, folks.
Okay. Make sure I pull this up here. Okay, so she looks at Azor. Okay. And she draws a card. Let me make sure this is yes. She draws this card for you, Azor, and she sets it down in front of you. And she says to you, she says, Azor, a man without land or family. Follow the White Panther to risk all for both. She shrugs, picks up the card, puts it in the deck. She says, who's next?
Oh,
Step
goodness.
on up, Bethel. Step on up.
Oh, Bathul. All right, she pulls a card for Bathul, and she lays it down, and this is what Bathul sees.
Oh.
The Avenger. She says to Bathul, Bathul, vengeance is ever in your mind. However, there is a remnant of Ozai, the name of your people, by the way, the orcs, the blue orcs. Seek them in the High Moor. Will they have you? She collects the card and puts it back. Says, who is next?
I'm next. Me. Hi.
Go ahead.
Grief. He gives you an eye, and she.
This woman does not like me.
Oh man.
That's good. You took way too
She
many
turns
bites
the card
of
over.
of the pie.
She says, "Ah, the Elementalist." She says,
Hard.
"The Emberhorn Enclave will be your salvation and downfall. Seek them to restore that which is lost."
Oh.
Hmm.
The Ember.
Fiddle
Ember
I do. I
horn.
don't know what that means.
What?
Yeah. Write that. Keep that in your notes.
Yeah. So she says, who's next? Wizard, you have your card read?
Yeah, Denistar, want to go next?
I think he's a little frightened. How
Or
about
on
you,
mute.
Lady Half Elk?
Okay, fine. All right. Yeah, sure. So long as I can ask you a
Okay.
question afterwards. Is that allowed?
Of course. I may not
Okay.
answer.
Okay.
She draws a swashbuckler for you.
Hmm.
And she says, Beatrix, you seek one that is lost to you.
Mhm.
Sail the seas west of your home and you will find, but you may wish you didn't.
Okay. My question for you is, how did you know the name of my father?
I know a great many things. And I don't know how I know. I just know.
Okay. Is there a god in which you worship that reveals these secrets to you?
Back. I heard all that.
That's a story for another time. Come
All
back
right.
and we'll talk about that.
All right.
And that leaves 2 left. So she goes over to
Glomford?
Denistar. She looks at Denistar.
I'm here.
Okay, so she lays down a card for you. And she looks at the Conjurer. And her eyes furrow and she thinks. Then she says this to you. Denistar, bound by a powerful destiny, you are linked and fated to struggle with one beyond the grave. Which will survive, I wonder? You wear the name Ishtu. She shrugs and picks up the card.
Ishtu.
And then she turns to Glomfred. And she draws a card for Glomfred and she puts it down. And her eyes widen a bit. And this is what she puts down for Glomfred. She says, I'm sorry, Glomfred, son of Glomning. The fates are dark. They do not speak for you. And with that, she picks up the card,
Oh.
Glommy.
puts it back in the deck.
No.
We need you to stay alive. Please don't take that message to heart.
He's probably the lucky one.
Oh, maybe.
She says, friends, it's always a pleasure to stop by. Please come again. Come again soon. She
Fortune
winks at
tellers.
you and ushers you to the door.
She wants us to come back for more business next time.
Mhm.
It's
right,
clear
well,
that she has
thank
more to
you.
tell you, but she's not ready
Thanks,
to.
Eva.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Eva. I'll be back. You know I'll be back.
Yeah, she knows. Okay. All right. So as soon as you come out of the camp, they some more Vistani put their arm around you. It's never fun visiting Eva. Come and take a load off. Tell us some more stories. And send your whisked away into the camp and having a grand old time with Vistani. Meanwhile, Arena is just kind of quietly hanging by herself.
Oh no,
you
no,
know,
she's
kinda with you at the back.
she's never
But
by
not by
herself. I am keeping an
not by
eye on
herself,
her at
but
all times.
so she is just trying to keep low key. But soon enough, everyone's laughing, having a good time, and they say, friends, feel free. We go late into the night. We are merry and have fun, but feel free to warm yourselves by the campfire. We'll be adding wood all night, and you're safe here to sleep. And with that, you know, they wander off. More come into the circle, more go. They're just having a good old time.
All right, so this is a lot. I'm just listen to y'all, okay? I pull everybody together for a minute. Don't be fooled by any of this, okay? When people are this frivolous and full of jovial behavior, there's something afoot.
Okay.
All right? These people are in league with Strahd.
Oh.
Don't take your eyes off of our gal, because this is the perfect opportunity for her to suddenly just disappear. And they'll all be like, oh, what happened? Yeah, I just don't trust anything here. This is, at least of all that fortune teller, I didn't want to even have my fortune given. I've already seen enough portents already of my doom. There's been a story, and I saw my face on a corpse.
That's true.
So, yeah. I don't think we should be partying too long. We need to get rest, and we need to make sure wherever we do camp, we are with our backs to the tent wall, so to speak. We can't be just, hanging out and bumping elbows until we get drunk and stupid. And the next thing you know, one of us is, dead.
Yeah. I agree, Wizard. I don't need to let my guard down here, that's for sure. I'll keep an eye on our ward for now.
Well, keep an eye
I think we
on.
should all take turns keeping an eye on our ward.
It's a good idea. Music does sound festive, though.
Okay.
I like the music.
Nice, yeah. Who can't like the accordion?
Right?
So, yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. So, okay, you guys are smart, of course, wise to be cautious. So you guys post a guard. You don't imbibe in their local drink or ale or whatnot. You have your rations, of course. You have 2 pieces of dream pie left. And
Did I hear
so,
pie?
Did I?
Oh, no.
Right. So it becomes nighttime. Do you guys then you kind of go off to yourselves and to around a fire, and you have people keep watch, and the rest of you kind of sack out, or what?
Yeah, keep watch. And I think Beatrix is a little restless because she is thinking about her dad now, but she eventually falls asleep. Despite grief mothering pie over and over again.
Right. Well, grief. Okay. So do you guys? What's the watch? What's the watch order? Let me know what the watch order.
That's right there on the.
Oh.
Okay, so you keep in the same watch order, okay?
Yeah.
And Arena says,
Yeah, that's fun.
I can, and until I'm safe, I won't be sleeping.
I will fight you.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
the
throwing
only thing
hands.
we
I'm
should do
going
is,
to use.
maybe move
Spells.
grief to 5.
Look,
Yeah.
we're
Maybe
just
have
gonna
Grief
have a
do
fair
last
brawl,
watch.
and then we'll take whoever wins takes
Yeah, that
it,
might be
you know?
wise.
Pie.
Okay, so grief has gone to 5. Desar's gone to 3.
Whoa.
Okay, very good. So you guys do your normal watch order with knowing what happened the night before with grief and her
So
sleep.
you want to fight?
Yeah, I'll fight.
I rolled a nat 20. Can we please get that next time we get an actual enemy, please?
Right.
Look,
Right.
pie
So,
is
okay. So you guys, the watch goes uneventful. You don't hear any wolves. They were true to their word, and they probably festively celebrated till 4 a.m. in the morning. Abdul took
I
the
was going to
first
try to
watch,
identify something, but
and frankly didn't feel very well. Bethel, when you went to sleep, you had horrible nightmares. Absolutely
Oh.
I
horrible
should have ate
nightmares.
the pie.
Oh.
No, I will
It didn't.
fight you.
It didn't
The
sleep
next
well.
time we're in combat, we're fighting. All right, I don't care if
Oh.
we're fighting vampires. I'm fighting you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Azor, you took the next watch. Your mind was occupied with what Eva had said, trying to figure what that meant. But nothing happened on your watch, and it was rather uneventful. And you fell asleep. Beatrix, and you didn't dream negatively or positively. Beatrix,
Oh.
you were also up. Your mind probably didn't even go to sleep yet. Your mind was also heavily occupied. Um, you couldn't help but notice maybe some dark shapes in the sky. Your elven eyes picked something out. You couldn't tell if they were bats or ravens or something flying, but there were some things flying over the camp sometime during the night. It
Lovely.
put you mildly ill at ease.
Got you.
Otherwise, your mind probably, you tried to go to sleep, you probably didn't get a whole lot of sleep.
Okay.
Dinostar, you kept a watchful eye on Arena, who wasn't sleeping at all. She was just laying there, I think probably scared to death that she would be set upon by Strahd. And nothing eventful happened in your sleep. You tried to pick up anything abnormal that might have happened in camp, but the Vistani seemed to be pretty consistent with everything they were doing. Glomfred said his prayers and whatnot. And Grief never took her watch. She slept. She never woke up. Glomfred tried to wake her up, and he could not. Glomfred finally gave up and he stayed on the 5th watch because Grief simply would not wake up.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, but did I at
Oh.
least have good dreams?
You did have good dreams. Yes, you did.
What?
No!
dreamt of
This is
pie.
unfair. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so yep. So anyhow, when the sun comes up and it's morning time, you guys are now Grief does get awake at that point, and you guys remuster in the morning. And you guys, I think, are kind of collectively eager to be off, given the weirdness of it all.
I'm absolutely ready to get out of here.
Yeah, me too.
And oddly, there was no one in the camp. Everything is quiet. Everyone's still there. The tents are there. There's just no living signs awake.
Huh. Gather our stuff and get out of here.
Interesting. Okay.
So everything's still. You said everything was still here, but we don't see anybody.
That's right. Everything's still here. You just don't see any signs of life.
We need to get going.
Okay. Is there
I
any
agree.
person
I agree.
running
Let's
around?
go.
Okay. Rena says that the path will curve around maybe for a mile, and then we'll get to the Sear Falls. There's a bridge that leads us on to where we need to be going. We just follow the river and the trail, and it'll lead us to the bridge.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. So so you guys are off and walking. Grief, roll me a Constitution save again.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
3 again. GG.
So Grief,
Bruh.
for on your way, you have just consumed your last piece of pie. Unknowingly, you've consumed your last piece of pie.
Bro, I should have ate it.
And
Oh my god.
you did
I should have.
and you didn't even realize. I don't even think you realized. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. All right. So you guys follow the trail, and it's not long actually before you come across a pretty cool sight. There is Arena explains that again.
Whoops.
That this river is fed by a very high waterfall, and and pretty soon, long before you see it, you can hear the roar of this waterfall, and this is what you guys see as
I'm
you
not sure why all that
you
moved
follow
on
the
me.
river and you're going gradually up. You come across a span arch bridge that overlooks a ravine that probably 300 feet down. To your left is a straight vertical wall with a falls on it, going 1,000 feet up, impossible to scale. There's mist that's covering the bridge and making the pathway a bit slippery. And this is what you're seeing here. All right, so you guys
Ooh,
approach the
boy.
bridge. Yeah.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, another bridge, guys.
Woo.
Yes, another bridge.
What could possibly go wrong?
We don't typically have the best luck on bridges, unfortunately.
Right, right.
I
Let me
shudder
pull up my
to
story.
think what's gonna happen.
Well, you never know.
You never
But,
know. Crying.
Yeah. Okay, the bridge is slick with moisture, but it apparently seems safe to cross. Let me get up my sound here.
You guys scout the bridge for us. We're not
Yeah.
going across anything unless people check it
There
out.
are you as you come across or you come closer to the bridge, you can see that there are 4 gargoyles statues on the bridge. 1 on one side, 2 on the front end, and 2 on the back end. Sculptures.
Okay. Scared.
Okay.
What kind of sculptures?
They're just stone
Gargoyles.
sculptures of gargoyles with frowning faces, staring at the travelers coming onto the bridge. Probably about 10 feet high, both of them.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Otherwise, it looks safe to cross. You guys, again, it's very foggy, as always. But you can see to the other side of the bridge just barely. I mean, not barely. I mean, a little bit further, of course, to the other side of the bridge. I would say this bridge is probably 45 feet across. A lot further than the other ones. Maybe longer. No, probably longer. I would say 60 feet across. Yeah, 20 yards at least. Yeah, maybe even closer to 90.
I tap one
but
of
you can
the.
see to the other side.
I tap one of the gargoyles with my staff, just to be sure it's actually just stone.
Seems solid. Seems stone. Seems like a harmless statue, frankly.
Okay.
Even more reason to be suspicious.
Little bit.
Okay. As you step foot on the bridge, you're stopped by an apparition that appears suddenly. As soon as you step onto the bridge, there's an apparition that appears midway across the bridge, and it materializes in the form of a person who looks around frantically. Doesn't notice you, by the way.
Oh,
Person
lovely.
like looking around with evident fear on their face, and they hop over the falls. And that's it.
Oh, right. Scared.
It's clearly some kind of apparition, some ghost of something. I don't know,
Yeah.
an apparition, a vision, something that has.
It's a ghost that's going through a loop of its own death.
Yeah. Not loving.
Yeah.
Not loving this. Not loving this.
How far below the bridge is the water?
300 feet or so.
Oh, okay. So we're not going down there to see where the skeleton is, right? Yeah.
No. My question is what was it jumping from?
Right. Exactly.
Do you guys want to cross the bridge?
Yeah.
No, but yes.
Okay.
Yes, but no.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I feel the pain. All right. So you guys make your way slowly across the bridge. You don't see more ghostly apparitions. And nothing weird happens as you cross over the fog onto the other side safely. There are 2 gargoyles on the other side facing outward again. Again, they appear to be stone statues. No big deal. So the path curves on, and you guys forge ahead, I take it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
We're not going back.
Let's go. Let's go. Yep. So on you go. So the hills kind of level out on the well-worn path. Distant woods to the left. You're making your way around. Not a problem. Making pretty good time. In fact, your spirits tend to rise a little bit, getting some distance from the Vistani camp. When you come across another fork in the road, and as you come across the fork, out of the fog, a black carriage rolls up to you from one of the forks. Okay, so let me. Am I sharing this? I don't know if I'm sharing this or not. But so right here this is where we are. So you're right here at this fork, right? I'll get rid of this point. In drawing mode here. So you guys are right here at this fork. From this this way comes a black carriage. Okay.
Okay.
You know from the map, and Arena can tell you, the pathway to the right leaves here. This is Castle Ravenloft.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is
great.
Castle Ravenloft. Here is where you want to go. Okay. Typically. So let me pull this up. Let me exit drawing mode.
Something pulling the carriage, I assume?
Isn't Castle Raven whatever
Right.
it is where
So-
the vampire lives?
Yeah, that's where Strahd is, and this thing could be Strahd.
That's where Strahd is.
Uh-huh.
Even here in the mountains, the forest and the fog are inescapable. Ahead, the dirt road splits in 2, widening towards the east. There you see patches of cobblestone, suggesting that the branch was once important, a once important thoroughfare. And parked at the fork in the road, pointed east, is a large black carriage drawn by 2 black horses. The horses snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air. The side door of the carriage swings open silently. And
Oh boy.
Marina says, "There's no way I'm getting in that thing."
None of us are getting in
Arena
that thing.
Steps in front of Arena and takes his bow off his back again.
There is room inside the carriage for about 8 people, if you choose to go in.
I doubt. No. No.
So
Scary.
nothing.
That's
No
a
one
scary
is. No one's
carriage.
stepping out.
Right.
No, it's empty. It's empty.
And there's
Empty.
no carriage master. There's nobody driving the
No,
horses.
there's no human. There's no human anywhere there. Yeah.
I walk up to see if there's anything inside of the carriage.
Careful.
There's nothing inside.
There's no messages on the ground or nothing.
There's just 2
Interesting.
horses, black horses, kind of stamping their feet, snorting steam into the air.
As much as I love horses, I feel like we shouldn't get in this thing.
Yeah. Has Arena already told us where that came from?
She doesn't know where it came from, but she darn sure knows where it's going, and it's
Well-
not a place she's going at all.
Well, there's only one place it could have come from. It came from the road that leads to Strahd's castle. So obviously this is
Right.
Strahd.
I mean, I'm just going off of us assuming that. I'm just
Right.
assuming that we don't know this. I mean, we don't know this area that well, and we've only looked at a map maybe once or twice.
Right. Yeah. Fair.
To the east, the east is Castle Ravenloft, Strahd's domain. To the northwest is our destination of the town of Valaki, where I'm hoping to hide.
Well, what kind of fool does this vampire take us for, that he thinks that we're just going to get into this carriage and glibly go off to visit him? I don't understand his reasoning.
It might not take us for fools, but he might think we're curious.
Yeah. To say the least.
Personally, I'm not that curious.
Right. I don't need to know.
Okay. All right, so you guys choose not to go in, and you choose to go ahead and keep going.
Just ignore the. What do the horses do? They just sit there and wait for us to walk away?
Yes, basically.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Then they can sit there all the live long day.
So you ignore the horses. You ignore the obvious invite by Strahd to the castle, and you forge ahead up to the left. It's not long, 100 feet, 200, 300 feet, maybe 100 yards, I should say, 300 feet. You come upon an iron gate, much like the one you initially entered Barovia with. This one swings silently open and allows you to pass through. Continuing on. Verena says that's just the gate to northern part of Barovia. It means nothing. She urges the team to continue on. Okay. So you guys continue on, and you're following the road between forests. It's still quite foggy out, but you know the day is dawning for sure. It's getting probably 10 a.m., 11 a.m. And you're following this path around, and you're rising up on the hill a little bit more, and you're going a little bit higher on the hill, and it's not long before before you can see some things. And so let me get to a point. Hold on. Someone's itching to fight. Someone's itching to fight with all those 20-siders. I will help you out here. I will help you out soon.
If I get into combat, I'm attacking Soup. I want you guys to know.
Hey.
So,
I don't know if
all right,
I
so
the fight when I'm this close to a vampire.
Yeah.
So the old Svalich road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanek Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. Its waters dark and still. A branch of the road leads west to a promontory, atop which perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare.
Yeah, the windmill.
Well, we own this now, guys.
That we have a deed.
Congratulations.
You do. You have a deed to a windmill, and lo and behold, there is a windmill.
Yo. Guys.
You want to investigate your new property?
Heck yeah. I'm pretty sure this is ours, so we'll take it, you know. Times are rough these days. We'll take whatever we can get.
All right. All right. So, okay. So you guys are following the path west to this promontory point. Okay.
What could go wrong?
As you get closer, the onion-domed edifice leans forward to one side, as though it's trying to turn away from the stormy gray side. You see gray brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven. It hops about and squawks at you, seemingly agitated.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I think we found one of the spy birds, guys. This thing seems angry for some reason. I've never had a crow, like, act like this toward me before, so I don't think this is a good sign.
Yeah. Clearly it doesn't want us to be.
Yeah, the raven doesn't seem to want you here. But Arena puts her arm on whoever's leading Azure and says, "Don't do anything ill to the ravens. It's bad luck. It's bad luck to do anything ill to the ravens."
Okay, okay. I won't throw this rock that I was slowly picking up then. I guess I'll just leave that back here. I'll leave
Azor
this on
Raven-
the floor.
slowly puts an arrow back in his quiver.
Yeah. We were both thinking the same thing. Kill the spy
Yep.
bird.
Yep.
Yeah, so the raven squawks one more time and flies away towards the walled town.
God. Okay, bye bird. We came in peace. Tell your master that, I guess. You guys want to go investigate the windmill? Or what are we doing?
Well, we're already
Okay.
at the steps of the windmill, yeah.
Right, right. So are we going inside or okay.
You're going
There,
inside.
there's a door there. You guys are
Okay.
gonna open the door, the ground floor door. There's a ground floor door. There's 4 stories here.
I'm going through the wall.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going through the
Bethel.
room.
Bethel's just gonna run through the brick wall of the windmill.
Right, right.
Yes, I'm opening the door. I'm
alright.
gonna carefully do that.
Going
yes.
through the window, actually, y'all. Y'all have fun.
Okay. All right. So very cool. So let me get going here. All right. So you open the door. You open the door, and you see on the ground floor it's been converted to a makeshift kitchen, but the room is filthy. Baskets and old
Oh.
dishware piled everywhere. Adding to the clutter is a peddler's cart, a chicken coop, a heavy wooden trunk, and a pretty wooden cabinet with flowers painted on its doors. In addition to the clucking of chickens, you hear toads croaking.
Oh.
The sweet smell of pastries blends horridly with a stench that burns your nostrils. The awful odor comes out of an open, upright barrel in the center of the room. Warmth issues from the brick oven against one wall, and crumbling staircase ascends the wall across from it. Shrieks and cackles from somewhere higher up cause the old mill to shudder. Also, okay, yeah, that's what you see upon peering in. Do you want to go in the room?
Shrieks and cackles.
That kind of threw me off, to be
Huh.
honest.
I smell pastries. Does
see-
that mean pie?
Oh,
Oh
God.
no, no.
No,
We got her
No.
addicted now.
It could be. It's going to be the witch. It's going to bake you into a pie if you keep.
I want pie, I want pie, I want pie.
Yeah,
You read
Oh
the story of
man.
Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, we
Small.
lost
As-
Oh
as-
no.
As grief wanders into the ground floor, she can't help but notice small human bones litter the flagstone floor.
They are okay. We've got hags here, folks.
Okay.
Have
Okay.
y'all ever read
Well-
the story of Hansel and Gretel?
No, I never had a father growing up. I don't know if you know that.
There's hags
You didn't
here.
read me bedtime stories. I'm scared though.
Damn.
However, this is our property. We need to get the squatter out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like we own the deed to this, so they got to get out. I think we should take this back. You know, like go find these
Technically.
what do you call them? Hags? What are they?
Well, the most likely scenario here is that we're dealing with witches or some kind of night hags,
Perfect.
and you should
Bring it
hope
on.
that they're
I'll
witches.
be right back. You guys talk it over for a second. I'll be right back.
Because
Okay.
night hags are a lot worse.
No, okay,
Night
wait. What's the
hags.
difference?
Those-
What's the difference?
Night,
Hags from Walmart at night.
yeah. Well, they're
Oh God.
not far off.
Damn, that's a real nightmare right there. Holy. Oh no, not Walmart at night. Oh
No.
God.
They're definitely just
Okay.
as ugly.
Oh God. Oh jeez. Okay, so but like for real, are witches less lethal
Well,
than hags? Or...
Witches could just be human casters, but night hags are actually ultra planar entities. They're very powerful and very dangerous.
Great.
And they-
great.
And we're looking at, obviously, well, Azor call it right. Those are
Mhm.
kids' bones on the ground.
Wait, oh God, children died here. Yeah, well, these hags are dead. These hags are dead.
Well,
If
whatever-
they're killing children, I want them dead.
Well, they're eating them, obviously.
Well,
Oh.
okay then. They're extra dead.
that's
We're
why
gonna
I'm-
kill them.
That's why I'm worried, because, I mean, if these are hags, we're going to have a pretty nasty fight on our hands.
It will be worth it. It will be worth it just to kill these hags so they stop eating random children. We can bake the hags into pie. Oh God,
Oh
grief.
god.
Night hags are basically like, they're like basically ogre women that can cast
Ogre?
spells.
Wait, so like they're tall or?
Yeah, they're bigger than humans, and they're definitely
Oh.
spellcasters.
Okay. Okay.
But they're dangerous even in melee combat. So these, if that's what these are. I mean, I'm surmising from the cackling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking what
Yeah,
what
yeah, no.
cackles,
The wizard knows all of the sounds.
what cackles and what eats kids, and lives in the top
no,
of a
you
windmill.
did a good job. You did a good job putting all of that together, I think. We're
Well,
not going
here's
to
the
be up
thing.
against anything good.
Here's the thing that I'm wondering: do we want
Okay.
to keep the windmill?
Oh, yeah, heck yeah.
Ooh,
We're going
I mean,
to kill these hags and then turn this into our fort or
Yeah,
our
it'd be nice to have a base.
Airbnb or something. You know what I'm saying? Like when we're not here,
Little
we'll rent it
vacation home,
out,
you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
Safe place away from Strahd, hopefully.
Well, I was just curious because I mean, I know we're not planning on staying here too long.
The deed
Yeah.
more than likely will break some kind of a curse, maybe, is what I'm thinking.
Oh. That's a thought. Okay. Well, yeah.
Possibly.
I definitely think we should fight for this windmill, Especially if there's a child eater living in here, because that's just not okay. That's extra not okay.
All right. So what's the plan? What are you guys doing?
We're killing the hags. If they're hags. If they're witches, we'll kill them
think
too.
there's All right. You think there's hags in here? Okay.
Well, there's a
Uh-huh.
staircase
On the ground floor. There's a
hope-
staircase going to the next floor.
Oh God.
How
Okay.
how crumbling is this thing?
Yeah. Is it stable?
You believe? Yeah. It appears that the staircase probably will hold your weight, although it's rather confined in here. It's not like
Oh.
you can go 2 by 2 up the stairs. It's one at a time.
Okay.
So the order will matter.
Okay.
Do you guys want to check the ground floor out anymore? Again, you see baskets, old dishware, peddler's cart, chicken coop, heavy wooden truck, a pretty wooden cabinet with flowers on its doors.
Yeah, no, I want to go straight up.
And there's
straight
an upright barrel. Okay.
Well, who's go? Hold on. Let's
I wouldn't
not.
see what's in the barrel.
Okay.
Who's going up the
Are
stairs?
you looking at the barrel?
Yeah, Azor wants to look at the barrel first,
Uh-huh.
and then we'll decide the order, I guess, of the people that ascend.
Okay. You look in the barrel. It holds a glistening greenish black ichor, a nasty, foul-smelling liquid.
Oh boy. Do y'all want to look in the cabinet or no?
Sure, why not? I'll walk up and open the cabinet if you want.
The cabinet, you open it. It opens without any fuss. It contains wooden bowls full of herbs and baking ingredients. Hanging on the inside of the cabinet doors are a dozen locks of hair.
Oh.
oh,
Amid various concoctions, there are 3 small labeled containers. The first container is labeled youth. The second is labeled laughter. The third is labeled mother's milk.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't like this. Okay, who wants to run? I elect.
We're not going-
Rahul is the first to run up the stairs.
None of us.
I mean,
hold
I'll
on.
book it.
None of us should go
So
up the
none-
stairs
Why?
What?
because they already know we're here. Obviously, we've been making noise, opening things, and that they know we're down here. So
Okay.
that'd be, if we go up the stairs, they're gonna have us a disadvantage. So I just shout out, "Come down,
Okay.
hags!"
Down
Looking
you
around for
hags.
like the pastries.
Yeah, make them come to us. I don't, you know.
Yeah.
You hear a voice from up top. Mother, is that you?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yeah, it's your mom.
And then-
Come down here right now. You're grounded.
Okay, so all right, so
You got a
So
piece of pie left?
coming down the stairs is you see an older lady, not very attractive, a very unattractive older lady is coming is coming down the stairs, and she says, "Oh, what are you doing here? What can I do for you?"
What is that noise?
What can you do for us? You can come down here and you can face your doom because you've been killing children and eating them. It looks like.
It looks like.
It looks like
I mean,
we're
all
not
evidence is
accusing
pointing
you,
toward it.
but
She.
it appears that
Okay. All right. Well.
children,
Allegedly.
All right. Hold on.
allegedly.
All right.
I mean, I don't know how it works in this world if it's, innocent till proven guilty, but all signs point to guilty at the moment.
Yeah. You go, girl. You lay it out there. All right. give me a
Beatrix is
second.
the calm diplomat of the group.
You're calling them out, man. I love it. You're calling them out. All right. Give me a sec. All right. I gotta do something real quick. All right. Okay. Okay. Very good. So, so you call her out, and she looks at you and starts to cackle. The visage of the old, unattractive humanoid female turns into something much, much nastier looking.
I
So-
called it, man.
So this thing transforms into a creature with very long, nasty, wicked claws, almost
Yep.
like Wolverine or something, with strangly hair, beaked nose, missing teeth, glowing red eyes. And she said, "Oh, you want to play, do you? Ophelia,
No.
we have company." And she cackles. And she is joined by another one coming down the stairs. Guys, roll initiative. We got something to do here.
Here we go.
All right. Let me get my
Oh,
I gotta get my
damn,
battle
okay.
music going here.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Good
Oh.
rolls, guys.
I love that. I love that. You're dead.
Yeah.
Nah. Okay. Whoa. The battle music has come on. This is crazy.
Wait, so
You're
who's
the-
the enemy? The witches or?
Those are
The
hags.
hag.
Guys.
I was right
Oh.
there.
Yeah, the
They're
night
night.
hags.
They're night hags for sure.
Okay.
Especially because we're in the
So let me
negative material plane.
Oh.
let me
okay,
roll
okay.
their initiatives. Is that enough? Okay. All right, Beatrix.
Yeah.
You are up.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
hold on. Let me the room doesn't really have, it's a circular room. I'm going to go old school battle map for you guys in a moment. So let me share this battle map on. Train this record. I'm going to put you guys on here.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and make this smaller. Yeah. I will just do this. Okay. We'll just capture you guys around like this. I probably need to make a token for Arena. So let me do that real quick. There is an NPC in play of Arena. I'm just gonna put her as an acolyte. It's just a put her on. she's going to be this hooded figure. She's in disguise, so it makes sense. So she in fact is outside. So let me do a little bit of
Mhm.
boundary
Oh, I
conditions
heard
here.
that evil
Okay.
laugh.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay. So basically, you've got the circular room.
Okay. Okay.
You've come in here. There's a door you've came into. It's circling around. There's stairs by which these ladies just came down. Go up into the second floor, and there is a room continues to sweep around into this. You have you know, thing over there, the trunk over here. You have like the cabinet over here. You have the barrel in the middle. We'll call it right here. Okay. You have other little table, whatnot, and knick-knack things. Okay, but this is what we're up against at the moment. So let me exit drawing mode. Clearly these guys are visible. And here they are. So Beatrix, these two have just come down. One's come down the stairs, the other's right here.
All right.
What do you want to do?
All right. Come here, hags. Gosh, I'm gonna dash and run at him with my sword. I draw my Jasker's short sword. Whoops, I should have dashed first. My bad. Anyways, yeah, I dash up to this one's named Bella Sunbane, so I'm gonna lock onto her, I suppose. Actually, let me make sure. Yes, am I targeting? I gotta pull up my combat tracker. I'm a little behind. Here we go. Okay, yes, I targeted her correctly. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna slash at her very quickly with my Jasker's sword. So here we go. If it'll let me. Oh, wow. Even worse. Even worse. That's great.
Okay.
God.
So you step up,
I
you take a
missed.
swing, you miss. If you want, you can disengage
Evade.
and back off, right?
I'm
Yep.
going to do that. Yep. I realize I missed my first swipe, so I'm gonna dodge away and like jump off toward the side.
Okay. All right, then not a problem. All right, so passing it on to Bella. All right.
Oh God.
So
Oh
Bella.
no. Not the evil laugh.
Yeah. So so I gotta figure out how to do this. So she looks at give me a second. This is I have to kind of administer this.
These are
thing
dangerous.
at higher levels for each level above. Okay, so let me think about this. She's got then 3 plus 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, basically, okay. So she laughs at you, she cackles, and she she lifts up her hand, and she, in fact, she's targeting. Hold on. What? Hold on. Stop that. Okay. She is targeting all of you with
All of us.
a magic missile.
What?
Uh-oh.
And you've all been hit with a magic missile as she cackles, and she starts to move over towards you, Matrix. Okay, that is her turn, Bella.
Great. Okay.
Alrighty, let me find my spell real quick.
Brief. You guys still hearing the combat sounds? You did turn it up.
I hear something, yep.
Yeah, I can
Can
hear.
someone send a link in the Discord? I can't click links through.
You for the sound
Yes.
you want?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me.
Okay, give me a sec. There it is.
Nope, let me target first. Whoopsie.
Okay, group targets Dinistar, Glumfred, Bethel, Azor.
Ta-da.
Okay, nice. Okay, nice, very nice. You cast Spirit Totem, nice. Okay, is there anything else you want to do, Grief?
No, that's all.
Okay. Uh, feel that. She will also raise her hand and do the same thing as her sister did. She cackles, she lifts her hand, and bright darts of magic fly through. Most of these were absorbed, but you should target yourself. We'll take that off of you. Do you mean to target? I think you probably meant to target the arena girl as well.
Yeah, oops.
That's all right. I will give her 2 points back. I'll give you 2 points back. Because you probably want to target yourself, right? Okay. Okay, cool. All right. She also moves whoever's closest. Let me get rid of the targeting so I can actually see what she's doing here. Okay, so she is going to move around the barrel to Dinostar. Here. Okay. All right. That is her turn. Glomfred.
Let's see. Aid spell. I'm going to put it on 3 targets. One is going to be. That's one. Arena, of course. One on Denistar. One on Beatrix. And he's going to move up. He's moving up right next to Denistar. Pretty much to block her from moving through. To
Okay.
Did those temporary points get added? I don't see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You have 8.
But it should have been. Shouldn't there be 10 from the
Time, please.
from the spirit totem?
I don't know.
The spirit totem says temporary hit points 10. I see that it casts on everybody.
Yeah. Why it was 8? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, but it should be a total of 15 on 3 of us.
Because you added what exactly? You just added
5.
aid.
5 points
5
each.
Dinostar.
So it should be 15 on Denistar, 15 on Arena, and 15 on Beatrix. And
Yeah, I think the math is there. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it normally. Go ahead. All right. So is that Glomford's only turn? Let's see.
yeah, he's done.
Dinostar, Beatrix, Acolyte.
And now it's Bethul.
Okay. So go ahead and hand it off to her.
What do I click? That
The down arrow near the menu at the bottom. Okay. Bethel, what do you want to do?
Okay. I'm gonna attack. Or move towards it.
Okay. Let's see, actions. Divine Smite. Is that an action or a bonus? I forgot.
It's a bonus.
I
It's a
think we
bonus.
said bonus. Yeah, right. Right.
Mhm.
Okay, good. Okay, so you swung, and
Good hit.
let's see, did you hit? What damage?
Nice. That's some crazy damage, actually.
Alright, that'll be it.
Okay, very good. All right, so nice job. Bethel goes up, swings the hammer, with the light trailing behind it, slaps the hag, for some damage. Okay. Arena is basically just staying back, letting you guys play this out. She knows she's over her head. Azor, up to you.
Whoop. What's happening? Hold on. How do we get past me?
Oh. I don't know how it did that. Okay, didn't start.
Oh.
Okay. I just probably misread it.
Yeah, I'm the one with the hag right in my face here. I'm gonna hit her with a slow spell. She failed.
It looks like she failed her save.
Which means she got hit with it. She is slowed.
Yeah.
Armor class -2, save -2. She can only do 1 attack per round.
All right, so let's see. Slow Ophelia. Let's see. Did it apply? To
Actually,
Ophelia?
hold on a sec. I can actually get both of them. 40-foot cube. Yeah. I gotta hit the other one too. She fails also. Let me put the effects on them. There you go. And I am backing the hell away from her and getting behind Glomford.
Okay, Azor. What do you want to do?
Let's see.
Oh, I just dropped something. Oh my god. What just fell?
Oh.
I'm gonna move up here towards Miss Bella Sunshine.
I love these names.
And
Ophelia, Wormwiggle.
introduce her to a friend of mine.
Meet my little friend.
Yep, here.
All right.
Meet my little friend called Durgan Longsword.
Nice.
I really hope you don't roll it. I hope you don't roll a 20. I really hope you do not roll a 20 on me. All right.
Come on, 20. Oh, one of these days I'll roll
It's
20.
but hey,
Close
you
enough.
didn't target
Close
her.
You didn't target her.
Oh, I didn't target her. Yep.
Second chance. Let's go.
Oh.
Okay, you're targeted now. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, you guys being freaking critter!
No way.
Oh,
No way!
Death!
You cannot make this up. No freaking way.
Boom!
Bro.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man.
One witch down!
Just fucking better.
So,
Hag down!
all right. So, oh
It's
man.
amazing.
Hag down! I love it.
What are the chances?
Hag
GG.
That's
Oh
amazing.
man. That really sucks. All right, so
Mr.
100.
Not happy.
Yeah. So you step up, you bring out the sword, you swing it. It happens to be exactly at her neckline level, and with your Vorpal sword, you lop off her head.
Woo!
Oh,
She immediately
let's
dies,
go.
and she is
Dang.
she is gone. She's a goner.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Nice.
as a
And with
bon-
and
if I can do a little
okay.
free action,
Go,
I turn.
right. Yeah. You still have an attack left.
Yeah, you can go
Sadly.
after the other one.
Another nat 20.
And you can still move, so you can technically charge the other hag. She's only 10 feet away, so
Yep. I don't know. Do you want me to charge her or do you want me to threaten her?
no, oh my God, go for her.
Sounds
Get
good.
her ass.
If you roll another 20.
Yep.
She-
So I'll move over towards her, and as I'm running up, I'm like, "You're next."
Nice.
Go ahead and target her.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
Nat 20, nat 20,
Just give
nat
me
20.
targeting her.
Nat 20. Nat 20. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
20. Nat.
Oh,
No!
Oh no.
So, okay,
Nice
you know,
try.
I feel like that was a very nice try. Very, very nice try.
Yeah. All right. Roll your damage. All right.
and that one was already wounded.
You took a bite out of her shoulder. Yeah. All right. Okay. New round. Guys, roll your initiative again.
Alrighty.
Let's go. Okay. Okay.
Oh God, bad
Alright.
initiative.
Okay.
All right. So Arena, let's see.
Gonna run to the corner.
Yeah, she's back in the back there. Okay. So we're gonna dismiss with her. Beatrix, you're up again.
Yes. Dang. Okay. All right. Well, I can't be completely shown up by Azor. I mean, he did do a pretty good job, but you know. All right. Beatrix is going to dash. And I think she can attack from this position. Correct
Absolutely.
me if I'm wrong, though. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna dash up and use her sword and definitely try and land an attack
Sneak attack, right?
on. Yeah, hopefully. Do I need to add that to?
Yeah, apply it to the effect to yourself as a sneak attack, right?
Right. There we go. It's on. I think. Yeah, sneak attack. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna try and hit her with my sword. Hopefully, here we go. Oh my God! I just dropped it on myself. That's great.
Uh-oh.
I meant to drop it on her. Okay, I missed on myself. That's a good thing. Okay, here we go. Jeez, and I rolled damage. Did I just roll
To
damage?
yourself?
My
To
God,
yourself?
yes, I did.
you?
That's exactly what
Okay.
happened. Yeah, it wouldn't
Well,
let me
you-
attack
well-
again.
You need to untarget yourself.
Am I
Yeah,
targeting
yeah.
Yes.
myself though?
No,
It says
Yes, that's
You're
why.
not. You're not.
I'm
No,
not. I'm
You're
not.
targeting Ophelia Wormwiggle
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah. I think my dice
So-
just didn't, for some reason, land on Ophelia. That was my problem.
Right. So let's see, Beatrix. Yeah, it didn't. So go ahead and swing again. I mean, you just missed.
Okay, here. Let's
It
try
didn't. It didn't
this
damage
time.
anything because you weren't targeting anything.
Right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
15
so you
plus
actually hit
5.
her. Yeah.
Not bad. Okay. Ooh.
All right.
Partially
Right,
resisted
you
though.
did some damage.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm not gonna. I mean, we all have her cornered at this rate, so I'm not running away.
All right. Go ahead and do your thing, Grief.
Alrighty. We run at her and we kind of bat, just kind of attack, you know.
Primal savagery. Okay, you swiped at her. Okay, did some damage for sure. Okay.
We're just kind of melts
you
away.
wanna stick-
You know?
Melt away. Okay. Glomfrid.
Gonna do Sacred Flame. Just gotta try to hit first. He hits. Oh no, she saves, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. Damage is half, I guess.
Yep.
Or is it?
It shouldn't be 2d8. 12, so I'll just take 6 back on her. Alright, do you want to move away, stay there?
Yeah, he's standing his ground.
Alright, Batul.
Mhm. Oh,
Fumble.
damn.
So you yeah, so you missed badly. Alright, but you can roll again, right? Or is that, or there was 2 attacks?
2 attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It's almost dead.
You hit with that.
I'm gonna just hit her with my firebolt. Cantrip.
alright, I'll take it. I'll stay here though.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, so from the corner you hear a scream, and it looks like Mom has showed up.
Oh,
Granny
boy.
has just appeared in the doorway. Granny, who sold you the pies, has just appeared in the doorway, and she is not happy. She is
Oh.
She is going to attack.
Granny.
Yeah, Granny.
I told you there was mystery meat in those pies.
Grief, you want to tie her down and get the
Yeah.
recipe?
Yeah.
I'm after.
I will say this though, it probably has little kid bits in it.
I was gonna say, now we know where the kids are.
Oh, I don't want any more pie. You know, you can have it. Never mind.
Your first clue is the wizard didn't want any pie. So,
Well, wizards no fun sometimes.
John don't want pie. There's something wrong with
that's what I'm saying. Like, Justin knows. Like,
Sure. Okay, let's see. Let me count the number of missiles up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6. So bear with me here. Okay, she is going to.
whoop.
And she is also going to do it again. She's got 12 missiles. Okay. All right. That was her turn, and with that, she she backs out of the door, and you can't see her now. She is
Being sneaky.
She is gone. She is gone behind the wall. Okay. So that was her. Azor, what do you want to do?
Azor looks at Ophelia and says, "It's time for you to join your sister." And I'm gonna take another swipe at her with my longsword.
Okay.
There we go.
So
Oh,
close.
So close.
So close.
No.
No.
Nice.
you sure that sword only
Really
triggers on a
damaged.
20?
Yeah. All right. All right, go again.
She's hurting. She's almost dead. Another good hit.
Yeah, teeing off on the witch. Don't like these kids being baked into pies, man. What's up? All right, so you guys are teeing off on this poor old lady. Picking on elders. All right. So Azor, do you want to stay where you're at, or you want to do anything else?
I'll stay where I'm at.
All right, Dennis Star, what do you want to do?
Firebolt.
Okay, go ahead.
Ugh. Misses.
All right, you missed on the firebolt.
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Not really much else I can do. I'll just back up maybe here so that witchy poo pops in the door. She won't automatically target me.
Right. Okay.
That's it.
This hag reaches out to Glomfrid. And she hits. He needs to make a save.
How in the hell am I targeting Beatrix all of a sudden?
Oh, good thing for Glomfrid. Save that. Okay.
Why am I targeting Beatrix?
That was. Don't know why you're targeting Beatrix. All right, and with that, she backs up a bit. For those people streaming and watching D&D 5e,
That's weird.
we're not doing opportunity attacks here, so we're just not doing it. So that's what's going on here.
The
Okay,
control.
so she is backed up.
You hit control and then
she's a bit in
target,
trouble.
but in this
Okay, new
fantasy
round.
rounds for some
Guys,
reason,
roll for
you
initiative.
can click
Whoa,
control on
boy, here we
yourself. It
go.
doesn't
Uh-oh.
remove the
Oh,
target. You have
7.
to click
That
on the
was
same
great.
target.
Great roll.
Just a little
Great roll,
odd.
Beatrix.
Alright, Dennis turn. I have a question.
Ooh,
Yeah.
18.
Is Granny over here gonna be a problem?
Is what?
Is she gonna be a problem?
Granny.
Grandma?
Maybe. I'm not sure what she.
Because I have a move that I can use.
If she's more powerful than these two, then yeah, she could still be a pretty big issue. But I don't know for sure that she's actually one of them. She might be some other kind of creature.
Okay.
Alright.
But yeah. I
All right,
mean,
you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. She
Yeah.
just taking almost a page right out of the Wizard of Oz. Ophelia Wormwiggle says, "You have not finished with me yet, nor I have you. I will be back." And with that, she disappears. She has plane shifted, and she is no longer here.
oh,
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Batu. It's your turn. Oops. Yeah. Who did I just delete? I deleted Ophelia. Bethel, Dennistar, Grief, Beatrix. Everyone's still here, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I deleted her token. Not her from the combat tracker. Gotcha. Okay. All right, Bethel, what do you want to do? There's a hag somewhere outside, you presume.
Chase after her? I guess.
All right.
Yeah, go get her. Go get her.
I don't know where to go though.
she went to the
1, 2,
left
3,
of the door.
5, 6. Okay.
She could be
6.
anywhere.
So basically, right here, you can move 30 feet. 30 feet is here. If you dash, you can move an additional 30 feet. Up to an additional 30 feet. But you won't have an action after that. You basically sprint and then you're done.
Oh.
And then a bonus action if you have a bonus, right?
Hmm.
So dash is your action. So you can move up to 30 and take an action, or you can use your action to run 30 more feet if you so desire. Up to 30 more. You can,
Oh. No, move forward. Wait, before I do that though.
Oops.
Alright. So I'm gonna cast bless.
Who do you
Gonna
want to
cast-
bless? You can bless up to how many? 3, I think,
Yep.
maybe.
3.
See. Okay,
Gonna
so we'll
do-
just.
Yeah, I'll do Grief, Acer, and Beatrix.
Okay.
Then that'll be it for me.
Okay.
How do I?
Beatrix, Azor, and Grief. Okay, so let me. So we go to Bethel. Let me bring up your. Okay, so we go to the bless spell, and under the little magnifying glass, it's an effect. We're going to drag that effect onto Grief. You said.
Mhm.
We're going to drag it onto Azor. I think you said.
Yep.
And who was the third
Beatrix.
person? Beatrix. Okay, drag it onto Beatrix.
Yep.
Got
Already
it.
did it.
Okay, so those guys are all blessed. No problem.
I love being blessed. Let's go.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So you are definitely blessed. Looks like you're doubly blessed. I don't know if I. Oh yeah, I think I did it one too many times. Yeah. I think Batu already did it, so he's on the ball there. Okay, so okay, so very good. All right, that's your turn. All right, let's go ahead and go to Dinostar. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm not silly enough to step outside that door by myself, not knowing where that witch is. I'm going to do something a little more defensive and cast mage armor onto our arena, just in case something crazy happens. So she has mage armor now for 8 hours.
Okay. So you cast Mage Armor onto Arena. Gotcha. Okay. You want to move it all, or are you good?
I'm good where I'm at. I mean, I assume there's no windows.
Not
No.
on the bottom floor now.
Okay. No, I'm good.
Grief, your turn.
I have no clue what to do.
Well, you could shapeshift and scout outside the door as a bird or something.
I can't fly, so I don't think I can turn into any birds.
You could turn into, I don't know, something that you wouldn't notice. What's the smallest thing you can become?
Oh, rat.
Yeah, I can become a rat. Wait, let me shake. Obviously, I become a camel, guys.
What? That is not a rat.
Okay.
Become
but
Arabia Night.
Yeah, she's not gonna think there's anything weird of a camel coming out of her hut. She won't bat an eye at that. That
No,
would
no,
be,
She won't
no.
bat an eye. Wait, I'm looking.
I have to mark off that. That was a level 1 spell. I've got 3 more of those to cast. Still doing pretty well on the spell slots.
I can't see where I could just turn into a plain rat, but I could turn into a cat.
you can
Right.
you
Okay.
can become a rat. Yeah, you can be a rat if you want. I mean, it's let's see, under NPCs, it was a giant rat probably. Rat. Let's see. Yeah, there's a rat. If you want to, just type in rat at the very bottom. It'll be there. You can of course drag it onto your thing or character sheet. What we
Alrighty.
need to do. Okay, Grief is a rat. There you are.
Hilarious.
Now I go. I don't know which way.
Yeah,
Just run out
What's your
into some
movement?
grass or
Where I'm
something.
at. Yep.
20 feet, I think. Yeah, 20 feet. Your small legs. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you are okay. You ran outside, and are you running outside? I don't have you running
Yeah.
outside yet. Okay. You can move up to 4 squares, 20 feet. So 1, if you want 2, 3, and you could be out here if you want.
All right, that's good.
Okay. So you run out as a rat, and you see her there. There. Okay. All right. So you turned to wild shape. You ran out as her. I don't think you've got anything left to do. But that's. I don't think you've got a bonus. I think that's probably it. As a rat, I don't think you have a bonus. But it's up to you. If you have anything. I think that's going to do it for you. So why don't we just call it there for you? All right. So Beatrix, on to you.
Sweet. Okay, I am. Let's see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to follow outside, aren't I? Because like, I don't know. Has any? Whoa, sorry, something's happening in stream. Oh, hydrate. Thank you for redeeming hydrate, guys. I'll drink water. I appreciate that. Okay. I am going to follow after Grief as a rat. I think I'm gonna walk out after her and try and be a little bit of backup, maybe, and kind of like peek around. Yeah. I don't know how much more action I should take in this particular turn, but yeah, that's my choice for now. Anyway.
Well, Azor is going to be
All right,
coming
so
up in the.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't want to block the doorway.
It's up to
want
you.
to block the doorway.
Up to you. Right.
Okay,
Right.
let's see. Azor
Well,
is
I
coming
think-
up behind me. The
You can move.
acolyte. I mean, she is a
You
rat.
can
Can I
move
step
6
around?
Yeah, you can step over 6. You can move 6 squares, right? And then
Right.
additionally, you can, as your bonus action, you can dash. You can move up to 12 more squares.
True. Okay.
I think, or at least just let's just say you can move up to another. Yeah, I think it's some crazy amount of. You can cover a crazy amount of ground if you don't take any more actions.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna cover. I think I'm gonna cover a little bit more ground. I'm gonna dash, just so I'm out of the way of the door.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
Wait,
let me.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Okay.
Beatrix, do you have a like a skill or something to keep people stuck?
I don't. I have like a little trip,
Mm.
but I don't have any kind of like a seize or anything like that, sadly.
Do we have
Yeah.
anybody that can do that?
I believe Noon or Grief can. Grief
I
has
can
some
too.
sort of a spell. Oh, you can too. Awesome.
Alright, if you're able to try to keep her still.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm done with my turn, so I'll go ahead and I'll complete it. There we go.
Grief was more over here. So just recentering the drawing here. Okay. Okay. Cool. On to Acolyte or Irina, which is not going to. She's just kind of drifting back here. In fact, actually, she's getting a little bit more plucky, and she's going to start moving up the stairs. She's going to start moving up the stairs because she wants to make sure there's no children that are captured or something. And
Okay.
if there were any more hags, they would already be down here, right? So that's what she starts to do. So Azor, what do you want to do?
She has those low hit points. I'm nervous seeing those hit
I'm
points.
gonna run towards the door. Not dash, just kind of run over there.
She should have had more than this. I don't know why she only has 7.
Okay.
That's weird. Oh, wait, she took damage.
Well, I think I can make it as far as Bethul. Right.
Good thing I put those points on her.
6 squares, typical 30-foot meeting movement.
Yeah. Okay. And on my way past, past Glomford, I'm gonna tell him to keep an eye on her.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's about what I'm gonna do.
What does Glomford do in a store?
I already told him to stay with her, so he's following her upstairs.
Okay. So Organtha is her name, not Granny. Organtha has the ability to do something the others do not, and she's going to use that ability now. Right. So she has turned ethereal. She has
Ethereal?
popped out of her ethereal plane and back in against Glomfrid here.
Oh.
She's appeared and reappeared, and she is that's weird. Anna is attacking Glomfrid. Let's see. Yep, yeah, targeted, and she is going to make an attack.
Oh! Thought you were all slick, and the ethereal must be slippery.
Oh
I'm
my
slippery in the
gosh.
ethereal plane.
Spell blew up in your face. You do critical damage.
Yeah. It affects in a close burst too. This affects everyone inside of the close burst, including you. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. So ground zero effect. Wow. It affects everyone inside the close burst, including you. So the
In a
close
close
burst is right
burst.
here. Yeah, so these three.
I don't know how big is a close burst.
It says 2. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just let the dice decide.
But she was
a 1 through 10. It affects only Glomfrid and her. A 1 through 20 or 11 through 20. It affects Arena, her, and Glomfrid.
Oh, let's take into account that Arena's on the stairs above the other two.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's only her and Glomfrid. Okay. She is gone. Glomfrid is gone. You have no idea where. They're both gone.
Oh.
What the?
Well,
What?
All right.
Well, holy crap! It's a good thing I was chasing her, or she'd be gone.
That's okay. That's unnerving.
Glomfrid's gone.
I had a weird.
You have no
feeling
idea
that
where.
She was gonna do that.
The holy man is gone. All is quiet suddenly in the room. There's no more cackling. And you hear the voice of Arena, guys, up here, come quick.
Okay. Azor immediately runs upstairs.
So wait a minute. Denistar was in the room. Did he not see any spell effects go off?
You saw a witch appear out of nowhere and grab Glomfrid. Appear to grab Glomfrid, and a bright burst of light engulfed them both, and they both vanished. With the last cackle, they both vanish.
And Denistar has no idea what that spell could have been.
No, you do not know what that is. Yep. It is beyond your level ability to know. In other words, you're too low level to know what that spell is.
Okay.
You have no knowledge of that spell. Okay. So yeah, that's what's happened. You guys are kind of stunned. Azor at least reacts to Rina.
I don't know if I
run up the stairs. As
am
you go
down
up
with
the stairs
that,
on the
but all right.
second floor,
My wizard is a 20
describe what you
intelligence.
see. Azor. Basically, this paragraph. You no longer see a haggard, heavy-set old woman. Granny,
And a 15 wisdom.
Morgantha was not in. At the time of your initial battle, she was coming home. But you do see the dirt-caked windows allow very little light to enter the 8-foot-high chamber, most of which is taken up by a large millstone connected to a wooden gear shaft that rises through the ceiling in the center of the room. A stone staircase continues up towards the sound of what was loud cackling, no longer. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything else. That's all you know. But you have a sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach what this whole millstone business is about.
Lord, I feel bad. We lost Glommy. Where in the flippin' heck did they go?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what that could have been.
I'm alarmed, to say the least.
So I don't see anything else up there except for the staircase going up.
No, I mean
Oh
that's
boy, oh
that's
boy.
what you see is most of it's taken up by a large millstone and a wooden gear. Let's see. I think I've got a map for this though. Let me see if I can bring this up for you.
Yeah. Well, then I kind of holler back down to everybody else. There's nothing up here except another staircase. You want to go up or go out?
I think Arena says, no, there's got to be children here. There's got to be. These old hags were taking children from the village. It's so clear now. To make their pies. We've got to rescue whatever's left. She charges up the next flight of stairs.
Well, you might need to pump the druid's stomach to get what's left, I hate to tell you.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
What's going
then
on with
Azor
her grief?
follows after her.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Okay. All right. Okay, so what you see, ignore again the first half. In rotting wooden closets, in a rotting wooden closet open to you, are 3 crates stacked one on top of another with small doors set into them. Next to the closet is a heap of discarded clothing. The ladder climbs to a wooden trapdoor in the 9-foot-high ceiling. A moldy bed with a tattered canopy stands nearby. Each crate appears to be a 3-foot square. As you peer in, the top one is empty. The middle and lower ones each contain a captive child. The outward-facing side of each crate is fitted with a small door that has an iron latch and iron hinges. It can be unlatched and opened easily from the outside.
There you go.
Okay, well, yeah, I immediately
As
unlatch both of those crates.
As they see actual normal humans, they begin to cry and a sigh of fear and relief, I think. So you let the 2 kids go, yeah? You let them out of the cage. Yeah.
Yeah. So I tell them,
Okay.
don't worry, you're safe now.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Right. Okay, cool. Okay, there's a wooden there's attic going up. But if you don't want to go up, that's cool. If you want to go back down, that's cool. What do you want to do?
I want to. Well, Beatrix is all the way outside, so it's kind of rough. I guess she's just kind of looking up at the, looking up the windmill, so to speak. Is there a window upstairs at all?
Yeah, let me see if I can pull this up. Here's the battle map. Yeah. So let me share this out. Right. So here is the area 3. Area 3. Yeah, you have windows right here, right? Here, and here.
Why
the
are
11
my
o'clock
spells
position,
showing
1
up here
o'clock
in this
position,
window?
like 5 and 8 o'clock position. You've got windows. Tier 3,
Hmm.
level 3.
Okay. Let's
I
see.
don't know if you can see it. Let me
Yeah, I
add
don't
all your.
see
Yeah, hold
sadly
on.
yet. Oh,
That's kind of what you.
okay. Oh god.
Just,
Okay,
you
it's
know,
still
it's tight. It's
yeah.
not tight quarters.
Yeah, okay. This is not fun. Okay. Whoops. Okay.
Oh, I think I know what she cast.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it an invisible spell?
No, my wizard's best guess is she accidentally cast them both to a demiplane somewhere. So they're probably both alive, which means she could come back any minute.
Okay. Well, that's good that they're alive.
So yeah, but everybody keep on your toes.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna send. I keep forgetting her name. What is her name?
Morgantha?
Arena.
Oh, Arena?
The
Yeah.
girl we're with.
Arena.
Yeah, Arena. Yeah.
Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Azor kind of turns
Okay.
to Arena and I say, take these kids downstairs. Get them to safety. And as I do that, I holler down as well. Holler down, hey, we got some guests up here. Need y'all to come keep an eye on them.
Okay.
You tell the little kids. There's a little boy, 7 years old, a little girl, 5 years old. Pretty small little kids. But they hug to your leg. They don't want to go anywhere. They're not going anywhere.
Aww. Poor kiddos.
They're completely you know, mind.
The target is native to a different plane of
worn out,
existence than the
right?
one
You
you're
see 'em
on. The
there.
target is banished with a faint
imagine what
popping
they've
noise,
seen,
returning to its home plane.
Basically, these witches, these hags were, as you can gather, these hags were grinding the
Oh,
bones
so he's back on the home
of
plane.
children to make their dream pies.
Oh.
Yeah. So
If the spell ends before 1 minute has
cannibalistic
passed, the
pie
target appears
eating
in the
there.
space it left or
Okay,
nearest
so
occupied space.
but you have at least temporarily put a stop to it, and the hags are not here. The kids are free.
I'm just guessing
I
that's
take
what this
it
was,
as much
but
as
like
time allows, you do a
something
cursory
similar.
look and don't really find anything of value.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do? It is, by the way, your windmill. You do have the deed to it.
Oh, great.
I
We
don't-
have to start an
I don't
orphanage now.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh.
I kind of want to check out the ladder and see what's up there.
Okay.
All right.
Not
Go to the ladder.
exactly a happy place to own.
Right.
Right. Yeah, right.
Let's throw
Talk about,
every single kitchen item these hags have ever used out the window immediately and burn it in the front yard. Yeah. These poor kids. All right. Well, Beatrix definitely went back inside, and she heard Azor call out, and she's made her way to wherever Azor left the kids.
I logic
the
this
little
out
kid
because
Freck,
he said it was a higher level
he
spell.
kind of-
That's a level
he
4,
gets a
I
bit
do
of
believe.
courage, and he stops his sobbing, and he says, "Thank you." But he begs you not to send him back to his parents. Apparently, his parents sold
My
him
highest level
to
currently
get
is
more
3.
dream pies because they were out of money.
Third
They were
level,
addicted
third
to the
circle
dream pies.
spells.
Oh
The-
my
the-
god.
Ew.
Okay, Grief, that could have been you. You could have been
I would have
spelling off Bethel. Yeah.
Hey, there's
I would have done it.
there's fresh ingredients right here, Grief, if you want to make another pie. Just saying.
No, please, for the love of God, don't encourage her. Don't encourage the pie eating.
Yeah, but it's suspicious of the
man.
horns the whole time. So,
Oh my god. All right. Okay, so Azor, you're exploring where the ladder was? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
He went up to the attic.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not.
So yeah, I'm making my way back down.
Okay. Did you find any? Well, I guess you would probably announce if you found anything up there. But like, did you find any? I don't know, old items or like boxes or crates or anything like that?
There's some machinery and stuff up there, but nothing
Okay.
worth noting.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, that's fine. Whatever. Our property only came with children and hags, apparently. Well, I start taking out, like, I take my backpack down and I start taking out what little food that I have, and I ask the kids if they've eaten recently and if they want a little something to eat, and I start kind of breaking up a little bit of my rations and
They're probably well
handing
fed.
them out.
Oddly, they're pretty well fed.
Yeah.
Because the hags are trying to
Oddly,
fatten
I was
them
gonna
up.
say.
oddly. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, that she doesn't know what else to do. She's just trying to make them trust her and like feel comfortable, I guess, pretty much. Gosh, and we can't give you. What do we do? I kind of look over and I'm like, can we even bring them back to their parents? Like,
Well, we
how
have
do
to.
we even find all their parents?
We have no choice but to take the kids with us. We can't leave them here, obviously.
Right. Avrina says there are kindly people I know in Valaki. You take them there, you get away from those horrible
Okay.
parents, and they'll be safe there.
Okay. Well, all right. Man, we've got quite the group of people that we're assembling here.
A growing group of refugees here.
Right.
All right.
Right.
And we lost
Oh my goodness.
Glomfred. All right, so I'm just taking a guess here, okay? But Glomfred may be like out of the picture for a good long while.
Oh, that is so unfortunate.
He might very well be like literally back on our home plane.
Oh my God.
Ironically,
Okay.
which means he will not be able to get back to us for who knows how long. Maybe never. If he's smart, he'll just stay where the hell he is if he's back. I'm just surmising based on what limited knowledge I have of what happened here. So, and the other thing is, Witchy Poo could show up, like I said.
Witchy poo.
She could show back up literally where she disappeared, like at the base of those stairs, right in front of us. So, I just think we need to get out of here.
Yeah. Okay. Valid. I'm good to go. I don't need to stay. This place probably smells like
Yes,
eating
it
children.
does smell
I don't know.
foul, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
I'm
so
not
let
down.
me take you
Perfectly
guys
fine
out.
with leaving and probably burning down the windmill.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, that's a nasty little windmill. But hey, you guys made it through. You didn't die, actually.
Yeah, because
it had
Azor there
I mean, we could
rolled a nat 20.
had the three of them been together, it would have been a coven. And when three hags get together at the same time, they're like a lot more powerful than singly.
Oh.
So the fact that you dispatched one before the mother got back was massive. Because they were about to
Dang.
go to the nth level in power.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
See, it's the good luck. It's the good luck.
So I'm gonna
a good place to stop, by the way. Let's go ahead and wind down. What
Sure.
what are you doing, Dinistar?
I'm gonna scribble a note on a piece of parchment for Glomfred. Let me see here. What is Glomfred? What are his languages? He speaks Goblin. What do I?
Giant in common.
What do I speak here? What do we have in common? Nothing except for common. You know, that's actually, now that you think about it, we need to come up with some kind of a code language for the group for situations like this.
Oh, okay.
Because I just want to leave a note giving them an idea of where we're going, but I don't want to leave a note that'll tip off the witch. So that's the problem.
Right. Okay. Maybe a riddle
could-
that he'd understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make reference to that you've shared experience.
Yeah, I'll just say we'll meet you back at the dragon's hoard eventually. And that's it. Assuming he ever,
Okay.
if he reappears here, he'll know what that means. He'll make his way to the gate that we came through.
And you can't help but come to the conclusion Adam Eva's prophecy was horribly accurate regarding Glomfred. So you wonder about your own fortunes as you exit the windmill.
Well, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, very good, guys. We made it to the old bone grinder, by the way. The mill is called the old bone grinder.
Ooh,
That's
creepy.
a lovely name for a mill.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez. All right. Well, we're burning it down and we're selling the land. Okay, that's the plan with this real estate.
Well, that's
Yeah, right. This is not auspicious. You found the deed in the in in the chest with a dead skeleton in it, in a cultist lair in a possessed house, a deed to
Yeah.
a bone grinder. Right? Who you know? I guess we could have thought that this was a bad ending. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beatrix always hopes for the best, though. You know.
We probably
So
could
the
have
thing-
seen this coming.
Yeah.
So next time we're gonna have to work through the potentiality of Grief's dream pie addiction with no dream pies. And we're
Mhm.
gonna have to work through as you guys make your way into the town of Velaki, now armed with prophecy of some sort.
Yeah.
Okay.
And keep in mind, like, what you just experienced, right, is nothing compared to Strahd.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah. Although those were some heavyweight nasties. Like Andrew said, like, if they'd gotten together, we'd have been in big trouble.
Big trouble. Hey, but fortune favored the dice roll today for Azor. Finally hit
Yes,
the
it
20 the
did.
first time.
Finally.
Oh, that's
I think
true.
It was a well
It was the
timed
first
blow.
natural 20 I've rolled with that sword.
Oh, that's right. There's that head. Oh, man, I take that head. The hag's head?
Mm.
Absolutely. I wrap that up in something and stick that in the bag of holding or something. There's got to be some reagents that I can get out of that thing. For sure. Those have got to be rare. The hair, the eyes, all that stuff. Probably worth a lot of money to somebody.
The kids run away screaming, "Give me somebody else!" Right?
Yeah, just don't put that in
Sinistar's
your
right, of
body.
course. Yeah.
They're
Right.
probably doing a dance that they see that head. Are you kidding? They're probably happy that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez, man. What a ding. Yeah. What a session. Crazy.
Yeah, it's yucky. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, look.
Crazy.
Have a great week, and we will we'll deal with grief and her pies next week.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds
All right.
good. Thanks everybody for being,
Yeah.
part of this stream. I appreciate you
Yep.
all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the fun campaign as usual. I will
Yeah, it
be,
was
as
super
far as
fun.
I know.
I love playing as a pie
they're good.
obsessed gremlin.
Yeah, good session.
Pie obsessor. All right, guys.
I like
Be
top
good.
hats and
Have a good
pies.
week.
All right, you
Have
too,
a good one.
everybody.
Take it easy.
ya.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right, gang. And that was a fun session. Appreciate you watching. this will be available, of course, on the YouTubes for those of you who are watching me right now on Twitch. So it'll always be there. And like I say, that was the first time I've streamed Dungeons and Dragons on the channel, so that was pretty epic. And even though I haven't played D&D often in the past many years, now that I'm back, I still have all the memories and all the knowledge that I used to carry. So it's pretty much, you know, what can I say? I read that pretty much right. So I have a feeling that she hit him with a banish spell, but I'm not going to go look into it. We'll just leave that up to whatever our dungeon master comes up with. But if I had to guess, that's probably what happened. So hopefully, because of that way, Flamford is still alive. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of content, there's more where this came from. Obviously, I do other stuff like first-person shooters and Project Zomboid, V-Rising, Starfield. There's a playlist of that. There's a whole list of stuff on my channels. So if you want to check out what I've done, there's over 300 videos now on YouTube. Appreciate you. Hopefully I'll see you again with another session of Dungeons & Dragons sometime. Take care.
Where do